Testing 1 2 3. What's up, guys? We have a 2-on-2 FSL special right now. I'm here with the admin that we have is Seth. You can turn on your camera, Seth. I should probably tweet that we're playing too, so let me do that real quick. Hello. What's up, guys? Let's see this. Do you guys hear me here? There's Seth. Let me tweet that we have a FSL special. Actually, it might be nice to also do a tweet on the family channel too. FSL is live, so for those that are on Facebook, there's an FSL channel there. There's an FSL group. If you're fans of the FSL, check it out. And we'll probably have Maligant helping us. Now, I don't think I hear you yet, so we're doing some sound tests.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Alright, so we're good now. So, the teams. I'm going to go over the teams really quick, guys. And the teams that we have their graphics all set up. So, you guys can get to see that, what that looks like.
So how many teams do we have registered?
So here are the teams. I think we have 5, maybe 6. Maybe I'm not counting it right. So here you go. I'm gonna play the teams. If you guys are not on the stream, hop on the stream so you can see what we're talking about. Whoever's on. So the teams. I'm gonna play their logo as we do this. The first team that we have registered actually is Team Kodeo is one of them, right? That's Team Kodeo. The other one is
Team Thinking.
That's right, Team Thinking. So Team Kodeo is Isaac, which is Regret, and the Archaic. Team Thinking is Neutrophil and Miguela. And then we have Team Reaper Squad.
Team Reaper Squad.
And that's Little Reaper and AXD 1987. And then we have the Purifiers. And that's Cyan and actually Spaghettio. They're teaming up because Spaghettio's teammate dropped off. And then of course we have this team.
Team Cyril Simps.
So Team Cyril Simps is the other one. And I think that's it. So that's 5. If we get the old and gold here, maybe they can join in, but I don't think they're available at this early of the day.
Dark Menace is not playing.
Oh, Dark Menace's team is what is Dark Menace's team? Hold on, let me go see. I think that's Reaper Squad. Did they not submit? Let me just double check. Maybe I screwed that up. also, let me check with the old and gold. What's up, guys? What's going on, gentlemen? Playing some games.
Happy New Year, dude. We're
Happy
we're
New Year.
playing a
Different game,
like
huh?
a zombie game.
Oh, that survival game. All right. Well, we're gonna start in 30 minutes, just in case you guys can make an old and gold team to compete. So you just let me know. I'll be back. Okay, so let me sort out where Dark Menace's team is. Hold on, guys. We're still kind of getting set up here. We just started the stream early so we can do some tests. And I have a surprise for you guys later too, which I think you guys will enjoy. All right. So where is your team? Okay, supposedly Dark Menace submitted the team. Let me double check because I didn't see it on the registrations. So we're gonna give them a little bit of time just because, you know, we want as many teams.
So what is this FSL tournament, 2v2 tournament?
It should be Christmas. Yeah, it's 3. But since it's not Christmas anymore, we kind of, you know, it's just tournament 3. I would just, yeah, call it tournament 3, and it's really the Christmas one supposedly, but we didn't.
And we're doing single elimination.
I think we didn't have that. We don't have that many, so we can do double. So I'm thinking, ask her bye. Is that you? Is this you? I'm trying. So hold on. I'm trying to find the team names here. Yeah, it looks like Dark Menace didn't register, so he's registering right now, so we can put him on the teams. They may or may not get their logo in time, so we'll just figure that out. In the meantime, guys, we're still getting set up. I'm complaining on Blizzard right now on the Twitter. Alright, let me just tweet something too on this while we're getting set up. So the secret that I have is, I don't know, except, are you familiar with GPT-3?
GPT-3.
You're not?
No,
probably not.
not
So
so
that's
much.
the artificial intelligence thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, just as a secret, because we don't have a whole lot of people here anyway yet right now, but I will have a artificial intelligence bot on the chat. And so you guys may suspect who that is, and I haven't announced that to you know, everybody yet. But this is our secret here in the FSL. So for those that tuned in, they know about it. I haven't tweeted about it. I haven't done anything. There's an AI bot here, not the stupid bots that we see that just reply on, oh, you know, idle time and all that stuff, right? An actual one that goes into the neural networks and replies stuff, cool stuff. So we have that set up. So that's part of the test for today. That's why I'm doing this on Twitch, because we don't have the bots yet ready for Trovo.
So you'll have your personal OK Google or Hey Siri?
No, it's gonna pretend to be a person watching the stream.
Okay.
So, and commenting. So anyway, we're waiting for. Did you register? Okay, so we're waiting for, I think, registration here. Let's just double check. We do have the last one here.
So run through the players, I mean the teams again. So the first one is Odayo, right? How do you spell that? Just Koda Yo?
Yep, Kodayo. There it is. We have Dark Fusion. We have it now. So they didn't actually save their suggestion. So
Is it
it
hyphen?
should be Dark Fusion, right? That should be the team. That makes sense. It's Dark Fusion. So it's Dark Fusion is the name of the last team that just made it, guys. So hold on. I'm gonna
Dark.
manually add them to the, so that way they have graphics. Because if I don't do that,
And the other one is called Reaper Squad, right?
yeah. Let me give you. I should have given you access to the thing, to the list. So I'll read up the teams again. So Reaper Squad, Dark Fusion, um, Thinking. That's one name. Thinking.
UMM.
Just one M. Purifiers and Cyril Simps. So let me work on the graphics for this final team here that just registered right now, and make sure that we have a thing for them.
All right, so we have 6 teams.
That's right, 6 teams.
How are we going? We're gonna randomize.
Team Dark Fusion.
Team Dark Fusion.
There you go. That's them. Team Dark Fusion. That's right. So we'll add them to the list. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm adding them on the fly, guys. To our graphics. This is just a casual tournament anyway, so it's not a big deal. No, we're doing this on the fly. So hold on. I need like 3 minutes to set that up while you're setting the other thing up.
All right, so challenge is ready. I just need the list.
Yeah, I think you can just probably paste that onto the...
Well, I'll be right back.
Alright guys, hang tight. We're doing the last minute type of changes so we can have these guys all here. So the last team that's registering is Team Dark Fusion. I'm adding them to our production thing. So then they have a logo popping up. And then they have the voice. You know, the thing that we usually do with the voice. The introductions, we're doing that. So adding that now. And I believe Dark Fusion is a PNG file. Okay, there you go. Alright, now let's see if this works. We're gonna do this on the fly, you guys can see it. Which is kind of funny.
Team Dark Fusion.
There you go, it worked. There you go, you guys see it. Alright, so we got the Dark Fusion thing all set up. So what we're also, here's the thing that we also had to deal with, guys. Battle.net is acting up. And so we're gonna have to host this all the way in Japan. I mean Japan, Asia server. So we have no choice but to do that. I'm gonna tweet that I'm streaming. I'm doing FSL with the fam, and we'll have a special so I'll put that in here. Oh my goodness. Hang tight, everybody. See anything funny, let me know. I need to fix on the stream. We're making adjustments on the fly.
I added the link of the brackets for challenge on the FSL chat,
Oh, okay.
but it's not final.
Yeah, let's wait until we're all set on that. Okay, I just tweeted. I'm waiting for the lobby. I'm talking for no reason. I tweeted that we're live, and we're just gonna try this on Asia server at this point. We have no choice, right? That's just the way it is. I'm just looking at the different scenes here, so it looks like we're good. The scenes look pretty good. Looks pretty decent. I should probably turn off this this text thing also, because we don't need that for this. The Discord server issue, we're not publicly showing that. Okay. Alright. So if you guys chat on the screen, you'll see. Check out the replies if you do chat on the stream. Say hello. Say hello on the stream if you can. So if you do something on the stream, you should have a special guest reply nicely on this. Now what is going on? Let's see. Is tweet up? Yep, tweet is up. So they won't always. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for saying hello, guys. If you do that, you may get a reply. I am yo. There you go, guys. You're getting a feel. You guys are talking to our special friend, guys. You may not realize it. It's a special friend. I'm deleting this tweet that I sent out, by the way, until I can do a proper thing. So only people that read my tweets get to see it and may know about the secret. Not everyone else. Until I can make an official announcement, because this is still under development, guys. This is not, this is a secret right now. And remember, there's also there's a I'm sorry, guys. I'm like laughing at these responses. It's really kind of funny. So let's talk to the old and gold guys. See if they want to join in or not. We can move them to a later bracket too, if needed. I'll just check on them after like an hour, half hour. Maybe they'll hop in because I can move them to a later bracket. So we'll do that. Now, why is it playing some odd songs here for the FSL soundtrack, which is kind of weird? Yeah, so talk to Mr. Matson there. You'll see what I mean. Like, right, guys, where are you all from? Like, for example, the Psy Storm will question, and maybe you'll get a response. We're just doing some tests here. That's odd. That's really oddball. It's an oddball response. Okay, so I think we have the brackets. Except we need to get that published so we can play this. and we're actually gonna
Well,
play.
yeah. So the bracket is set. We just need to now put it in the proper order, right?
Why don't you link the bracket on this on the chat? Say the
It
bracket
is. It's
says.
in the go to the FSL chat, the
Oh,
general. Yeah, the FSL.
on Discord, not on Twitch chat. Okay, I see.
Yeah, on Discord.
All right, let's go check it out real quick. FSL chat on Discord. 1 second, boys and girls. I didn't see that. So we'll show that on screen actually. Let me show it on screen for the rest of the viewers so we can see this. Let's see, guys. Here, we're gonna. There it is. The FSL tournament setup. Okay, there's the brackets, guys. Reaper Squad versus Thinking. This is double
This is
elimination. It's not final
well,
yet,
no,
guys. It's
no,
not
it's
final
not
yet.
final.
We
So the
may,
question is, do we want to put a placeholder for old and gold or not?
yeah, let's put in a placeholder because they may be able to hop on. Just put buy one, and we can ask them and put them towards later, because I think they'll play if we ask them, right? That way we can have 6 teams. Oh, actually we have 6 teams here now, so we don't even need them. But we might as well put a placeholder. It doesn't hurt. See how it changes things. It's just a buy placeholder. It's not a big deal.
Well, if you refresh, it'll be 7 teams right now.
There it is.
So if once we do a randomizer, there'll be at least the third game, and we can put that as the last game.
Okay. So if we do that, then that'll be good. Okay, let's put on our cams. Is Malagant hopping on? Let's go. Can we message Mr. Malagant to hop on? Let's go. I thought he said he was gonna help cast. I should probably do this. Still in dead mode. What fun to talk to. Alright. Let me go ask them if they're in or out. Maybe we just get rid of it and just keep it simple. We have 6 teams. Unless you can somehow rotate this so that way they play last, which means we can skip them later.
Yeah, so if we randomize it,
yeah, just move.
There'll be the first round games, and there'll be 3 first round games, and the last one we'll play is the old and gold. Now, if they don't show by that time that hits, well then they just move on. It's just like that team that they're playing against had a bye.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's the case, that's cool. Let's do it. Malagant, hop on, buddy. Set cams on. Let's do this. Let's go get the players. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and randomize this and make this live so we can get started. Okay, guys, this is it. We're gonna randomize. It's gonna be live. Let's see. Here goes.
So on your randomizer, the first team that shows up there will have the first bye. And then from then on, 2 versus 3, 4 versus 5, 6 versus 7.
Yeah, we trust you. We trust you. Go ahead. Okay, guys, we're randomizing this bracket. When I press refresh, it'll be the final bracket.
All right, are you sharing it on the stream?
Okay, the bracket's gonna go live. Here it is. I'm gonna refresh it now if that's the case. 1, 2, 3. Boom! There's the bracket. The official bracket. It'll be Reaper Squad versus Thinking. The winner.
Oh, well, no.
No,
So
not yet?
wait, where is your randomizer? Can I see it?
Oh, we didn't do that yet. Oh, I see. Here, I'll show you. This is how you do randomizer. I just did a Google on randomizer. Do
Yeah,
a list.
so-
Okay, I'll do that. Never mind. I'll do that. I thought you were doing it. Fine. I'll do it really quick. So never mind, guys. Sorry. False alarm. I'm gonna type out the teams now. Okay. So Kodayo is the first team that we have on the list. We have Reaper Squad, and then we have Thinking, and then we have Purifiers, and then we have presumably Old and Gold if they make it. And then we have, hold on, who's the other ones that we had on this thing?
We have Cyril
Cyril
Simps.
Simps and Dark Fusion.
Yep.
Dark Fusion, Cyril Simps. So there you go, that's 7.
Yep. So the first one that appears there will get the first round bye.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna randomize it now. You guys can watch the screen as I do that. Here it is. I'm randomizing it, and then Seth will face this into the brackets. Here goes. 1, 2. I think you want the first spot so you have an automatic bye. Right?
Yep.
That's how it works. 1. Here goes. I'm going to do it now. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom! There's your order, guys. Purifiers get a bye. Reaper Squad is second. Kodayo, Thinking, Old and Gold, Dark Fusion, and Cyril Simps.
So Kodayo,
There's the official list.
Thinking, and Old and Gold, and Dark Fusion and Cyril Simps.
Yeah.
All right. And since this is final, I'm gonna start the tournament right now.
Okay, we'll refresh the... Here's the bracket. I'm refreshing it now. And there's the setup. Okay, there it is. The bracket is set, guys.
So our first game is gonna be Reaper Squad and Kodayo. Now, since this is a Kodayo game, I'm gonna need to transfer to a different room. But I'll set up the game, and I will invite you in it.
Yeah, and
I'll be right back. I'm gonna hop on a different Discord device.
you know what I was thinking? Is it
Yeah.
possible these guys can do BattleNet communications or no? How we can have their cams or no? Because I mean, all they have to do is do that, or they're using Discord for everything.
So who are we playing here? We have Reaper Squad, which is AXD and Little Reaper. You're gonna have to ask the two of them if they need to communicate.
Yeah, that's okay.
Via
Forget it.
BattleNet.
Forget it. We'll just do the videos on the interviews.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So unless you're casting this by yourself, you want
We
me to
need
join?
cast. Yeah, no, you need to cast it.
All right. So give me. I didn't know that they were going to be the first game, but give me about 2 minutes to change devices, and I'll be on.
Actually, I can kind of like talk about things that don't affect the game, even if someone hears it. Oh, look at that move or something like that. So I'll help
Alright,
get
so-
some color.
Yeah, but I'll set up the game too. I need to get the lobby
Alright.
going.
Alright, guys. So hang tight. We're gonna get the game going. They need to be an Asia server, guys. I hope they know this. Are they all in there right now? And under FSL channel. Sure hope you guys are there. Yeah, I see you guys are there. Okay, good. I see them there. Is Little Reaper there? So, yeah, they need to be... Okay. Here you go. Did you guys see that response by Matheson? That's right. See, I'm just kind of spurring the conversations there. Let's see if it actually works. Yeah, not a whole lot of activity there because we kind of want to rate limit it. We don't want it to be responding to everything. It costs money. Actually, there's each request. Cost money, guys. Just like everything. Everything has a price. We haven't streamed in Twitch in a while too, which is kind of cool. Purifiers will win. Well, that's not who's playing right now. There you go. I'm just waiting for Mr. Seth. While we're waiting for Mr. Seth to do that.
Yeah, we're setting up the game now.
Oh, there you go. We got the game already getting set up. Okay,
Well,
cool.
yeah, it's getting issues. Do you need game heart?
We don't. I don't know if Game Heart works that well with 2v2. Does it?
Yeah, I might skip it since it's causing a little bit of
Yeah, if it
problem.
causes problems, just do regular. We're just. No, Lapierus thinks the Cyril Simps will win. There you go.
Alright, I'm
Nice.
just missing Little Reaper.
Little Reaper, you need to be on FSL channel. Hop on in there. In the in Korea. So I don't see you there. Let's go double check. As a fellow Reaper squad member, I couldn't agree more. Okay, Reaper is there now.
Alright. Little Reaper, Little Reaper.
Oh,
Since they're not my friends, I can't see them. So they have to join the FSL channel.
so here's the funny thing. Actually, I think this is Little Reaper, the one that says Storm Ender, because we gave that account to him.
Oh.
So invite
okay,
him and
that's
watch.
why.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. We have to do a name change.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it would be unfair if Ender was playing.
So hang tight, guys. We're gonna help out. Little Reaper's having an issue with his account. Alright, we're setting that up. It's reconnecting, so I think that's fine. Sorry, guys. There it is. Little Reaper's there now.
Okay, let me invite him.
Okay, so we got our players in there. 99.63%. Fluffy buns. Read the chat. This is so funny. Okay, guys. They're gonna be invited in the game. I think we're about ready to start.
Yeah, we're just waiting for you to join us, Freedom.
Oh, I didn't get an invite, so I'm just gonna click on you then.
Yeah, I sent an invite, but
I guess that didn't work, so that's the only thing. I think we have to be friends so it pops up. So I'm gonna add you.
yeah. Let me invite you again.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm
that's
using a different. This is a different account.
Are you Seth? Or
No,
Garcia? Oh,
I'm
okay,
using
I see.
Garcia, yeah.
Okay, invite. I'm sorry, not invite to party. Invite. Sorry, invite as friend. Sorry, guys, we're running into these like technical problems. We've never done this here before. All right, so added you as friend. Let's go do it. Go, go, go.
Okay.
I joined the game.
There we go.
I just
That's
manually
right.
joined the game. All right, that works.
So I think we're good to go. Make sure players are ready.
Yep.
All right, starting.
All right, guys, we're finally gonna kick it off with this tournament.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Okay, I'll be doing the observing, I guess.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and introduce the players then. Spawning on the top right corner of the map, we have our purple Protoss. Yes.
The Archaic.
And his ally, Orange Zerg. Yes. And their team name?
Regret. Team Codeo.
Alright, and
How
the
we doing?
bottom right, the
Bottom
player,
left.
Protoss, he is...
Little Reaper.
And the teammate on the left side as Terran.
AXD 1987.
And, you know, their team name. It's kind of cool team name.
Team Reaper Squad.
There you go.
All right. So I wonder if
You saw that?
Yeah, if he saw that, I mean, he should have had vision. But now, did he see it or did he see it?
Yeah, that's the question.
But let's see. Yeah, he has full coming up, and this is actually pretty late 3 racks. So I'm not sure if this is gonna do a lot of damage. Now, funny thing is, Little Reaper and Archaic used to be the teammates from the second 2v2 tournament for FSL,
Oh yeah.
right? So they were teammates last time, but now they're gonna be opponents in this game. This is actually a 4 rack. Well, fourth rack is back home, so just to throw them off. Um, Here's a scout by the Archaic, and looks like he's gonna spot the 3 racks. And he's trying to make sure he doesn't. Oh no, he's gonna actually show it. And because it was fast, he got scouted. AXD goes ahead and lifts him back home. So, but you know what? I think he's just gonna land next to Little Reaper's proxy here, because he does have a proxy down there.
What is this, dude?
I know this. And you know, here's some Zerglings. He has Banelings on the way. I think this is gonna be a quick game here because, well, here's a Zealot. So the Zealot pops out. There's 2 of them. That's not gonna be enough to kill that pylon. But the thing is,
These are useless
AXDs.
Raxes.
Yeah, these are useless racks by XD. Now he's gonna land them now, but wait, okay, now he's landing.
He's yelling at him. He's like, "What are you doing?" Little Reaper's like, "What the hell are you doing? What the heck are you doing?"
So there's an expansion already. They should be able to defend this easily with the Stalkers and the Queen. Micro here by the Archaic, but
I mean, he was better off just leaving that Rax there making stuff, but he flew it.
that is true. Yeah, but yeah, he's little. Well, our purple Protoss is actually well set up top of the ramp, and you know our Zerg already has this expansion. He's actually taking his 3rd. You know, the production here is very slow for our Reaper squad.
Actually,
Let's see if the Archaic can micro this properly. He's be able to take 1 Zealot out. Here's the Banelings. Let's see if the Banelings connect. And it connects to all the Zealots, and now they're very weak. Let's see if the Archaic can pick them off. He gets all 3 of them. But 20 links are on the way. Speed is still far away from completion though. Yeah, so I think they just keep massing up, and they need to take it seriously. I think they should be fine. The Kodayo team. By the way, the second team in this FSL tournament that's named after Koda.
yeah, and that's just like funny. He would lift up because that whole time that lifting up didn't do anything. He could have just stayed there,
Yeah.
keep making Marines. There's no point.
Yep, and you could have, you know, the Zealots, or coming out already. You could have bought time, but instead he lost so much time just flying back home. Well, trying to fly back home.
He's getting
And
yelled
now-
at by Little Reaper, which is funny to me.
That's really funny. Alright, so let's see here.
AP.
And so both expanded already for Kodayo, while the Reaper Squad is still on 1 base. They have an outpost out here, which, you know, it's not gonna do much now. They're not gonna be able to break.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? When you proxy
Yeah.
and it's just you're just
You have to do damage, and they didn't do any damage at all. Actually, they had negative damage because they lost more units than the other team. But here's a Spire on the way for our Zerg player. Once a Spire comes out and makes a beeline to their main base, I think that should do it. In the meantime, in their home base, they're going to be fine because they have a lot of Banelings, I believe. They have Stalkers. They even have fine there. But here are the Banelings. They're just running away from the Banelings while the Stalkers just fight them.
yeah, they're better off running. There's no speed off creep.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, so here's the orange Zerd about to complete the spires. I think he's gonna queue up a bunch of mutas here. Yeah, there's no anti-air saved from that bunker. Let's see how many mutas he makes here.
This game, man. What is this?
So the winner of this will have the privilege of playing the one who gets the buy, which is Purifiers. But that's funny. Look, so Little Reapers, since we have an outpost out here, I'll go ahead and expand here.
You might as well. I
Might
mean,
as well. All
your
my
units are
stuff's
there.
here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, here's 8 mutalisks morphing. He's probably gonna make more. He has 3 bases with all the gas being taken, even Size Storms being researched. So I think it's gonna be done soon here. Where are the mutas going? So
I'm just laughing at the chat because Matheson's trying to do the HTML
Alright, so there's
code.
an attack in the base of
Oh,
AXD.
only
There's
one.
the muta block.
Well,
It's gonna be shoot away by the Marines, but
Yep.
it's just gonna go down, cycle through on the other side. He recalls.
he's
So they're
yeah,
good.
he's
Just
like,
stop
come
this
on,
there.
dude. He's had to recall.
Yeah, too bad the Marines can't recall. But there's more.
Oh,
there's,
look at the front.
yeah, I
Good,
think
good cancel.
they're gonna lose this outpost here.
Yeah, it's just a
Well,
bad start, really.
yeah, there's more mutas. I think there's gonna be a boatload of mutas here gonna be attacking soon. And once you have that many, and if you don't have AoE, it doesn't really matter. If you have Marines, if you have Stalkers, and the mutas are gonna get. Oh, there's a
Yeah,
good
but
reroute
he's
here.
on move command. He's not on attack move. Again, he's
It is
still
a
on
move
move
command, so
command.
he can
Oh
just
my
fly
goodness.
over it.
Someone's gonna have to give Tony some lessons here.
Well, I think he's trying to get back home as soon as possible. So here's the lift.
Yeah, that lift is the start of the problems.
But again, this is just game 1. Maybe they got thrown off by the proxy scout. Right? They didn't have a contingency plan here. And it's just, they're so far behind. And I think if you're this far ahead, right, you don't want to play around, you just should end it. And I think they're preparing to do that. Here's a flock of mutas going down south.
Yeah, I think at this point you just go kill.
Yeah, you can just go kill them. But you know what? You're being safe. The mutas are harassing. And yeah, there's just not enough there to take on this many mutas at this point. But you don't know. We see everything, but Team Kodayo doesn't know exactly what's there. You can still lose to this bunch of Marines here, so he just has to be careful. But I think if the arcade brings his entire army over, it should be it. So the flying back, his beaming speed is almost done. Supply-wise, yeah, they're double the army supply as well. So they just walk the other side. I think they should do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
I think they're preparing for that. There's 48 links that just hatched. I think they're coming. It's a lot of units. They should just go.
Yeah, I don't know why they're kind of hanging back here, but.
Are they waiting for maxed out supply? They're still a little bit far off. But there it is. There's the move out. I think this is freight train running through an intersection, and there's just a little van there. It's gonna
Pretty
get rushed.
much.
Yeah, there's really nothing there. They don't even have AoE. I don't believe they have one tank coming. should be it. We should see GG pretty soon here once the engagement happens. So the banelings roll in. Yeah, and then that's it. That's all the Marines the Blue Terran has. And there's a GG. So game number 1 goes to Kobe.
Team Codeo.
Alright, so that was kind of funny. There's a lot of yelling going on.
Ooh, I actually cannot. You know what? I'm just gonna pick a map. I can't whisper to them because I'm not their friend. So I'll just pick.
Okay, that was kind of hilarious because the Terran player flew his barracks, defeating the whole purpose of a proxy. So this whole time is flying around is not making Marines. I mean, you were better off just
Yeah.
leaving it there, making Marines, and then just go. You don't ever fly it back. And so you can hear little Reapers yelling at him. What were you doing, dude? That was really funny.
I guess if on a one-on-one game that he's played, perhaps that's happened, and he says, you know what, I just have to abandon this strat and go back home. Problem was they both proxy, and so if you both proxies, you're pretty much committed.
Yeah,
Both of you.
I guess so. I know 2-on-2 versus 1-on-1, but
Yeah.
alright guys, we're gonna go to game 2 here. It's a best of 3. So they need to do it. Whatever strategy they do, they have to commit to it, I think. I don't think you can go back and forth. That's actually the worst thing you can do if you, because then it's half, right? If you go for a strategy and you kind of go back on it, then it's half as good, and then you were already behind because you went for that strategy in the first place, right? It's kind of like with Zerg, you know, you want to attack, but then you're like, I don't want to attack. Let me just drone up instead. I made these links early. It just kind of, you didn't get anything out of it, so it's like half and half. Anyway.
Yeah, I remember watching a stream
Uh-huh.
or one of the pros, and they said, "So what are the?" We'll make sure the players are ready here. They are ready. Kodayo has not replied. All right, let's just start it. Yes, I was watching a stream one time, and they asked the pro players, what are the advice you can give to lower level leagues? And they says, well, one of the best thing you can do is just if you do something, you go commit to it. Don't go halfway. So you either don't do it or you go all the way.
Exactly. I had that talk with the king of all-ins, which is No Regret. I said, hey, you know, that's never gonna work anymore. Can't you just drone back up? He's like, no, it doesn't matter. You're never gonna catch up. You just might as well commit to it.
Yeah. So anyway, we have our second game here. Spawning on the bottom right corner, we have our Blue Terran. He is
AXD 1987.
and his ally, the Yellow Protoss. He is
Little Reaper.
and their team name,
Team Reaper Squad.
all right, I guess I'll introduce the top left as well. We have our Purple Protoss. He is
The Archaic.
and his ally. We have the Red Zerg. He is
Regret.
and their team name, Alright, so it looks like it's a gas steal by the Archaic on Little Reaper. Yeah, it is a gas steal.
It's not a
And
bad
so
idea.
hopefully this doesn't tilt Little Reaper, because the last time this happened, I remember, is when I believe it was Typhoon Fusion who stole his gas on an FSL one-on-one tournament, and Little Reaper really got upset and tried to steal all his gases, even the expansions, and blocked the third. And he spent so much money doing it that it threw his own game off. Right, so hopefully this doesn't tilt Little Reaper. But let's see what he does after this.
Well,
Now,
definitely
if
not
they
the
lose
same.
this, yeah, if they lose this game, Reaper Squad, they're not out. We have a losers bracket, so this is not their last life.
That's true.
But so hopefully they're still playing relaxed, not pressured yet. Here's a few links from our Red Zerg. I think it's pretty much standard opening, except for AXT. He hasn't expanded. There is an early eBay. And I think he's going to fall behind here if he doesn't take his expansion anytime soon.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's mining double gas. So let's see. There is the factory. Let's see if he drops down a quick Stargate or does anything with this tech that he's trying to get. But his scouting report as a 1v1 player is he gets the early engineering bay so he can get +1, masses Marines, loads him up on the medevac, and then goes across the map. So that's what he likes to do normally. But let's see what he does here 2v2.
Yeah, or make a fortress. That's what he usually does with that.
Or he makes a fortress on his But he hasn't even expanded yet, so the +1 has not been kicked off yet. He is starting to bank gas, and he's not really utilizing it yet. There's a tank first, which is good for defense, and I like he's actually making turrets on his ally space.
Might as well.
But on the other side of the map, we have they're just going through their progressions here, and I think they're gonna get fat soon here. Oh, there's the expansion by our blue Terran, which is good. So there's a tank. I think they're safe for the time being. The problem here is if they just play this normally and they let the red Zerg expand, grow fat, they're just gonna get overwhelmed. And what is the stream? I think those are all Zerglings down there on the southwest side, but they cannot let the Zerg just explode here, and that's going to be the problem.
Yeah, that's the big deal. He cannot.
Yeah, he's going Spire again. So I think he hasn't taken the gas on his third yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to take that soon. So yeah, here's some links, and see. There's going to be some scouting links. See what can get done. It's going to get killed really quickly. There's a tank and a couple of zealots. I didn't really see much other than, hey, there's 2 zealots and a tank up there. So here's the stalkers, and let's see if he can. Does he have blink? No, he does not have blink yet. He is getting charged first. I was thinking that he was gonna just go in the backside and blink up there, but it looks like he can't do that. There's the blink since. Oh no, he hasn't researched charge. It is Little Reaper who's researching charge. So the Archaic, thinking he had blink, went down there, but then realized, oh, I need to start my blink upgrade. So now he goes back home. While our Zerg player is just droning up.
Forgive me, I'm cracking up at the Twitch chat. But go ahead. Alright.
Yeah, I gotta check out that Twitch chat. Right now I don't have visibility because I got evicted from the office since I can't cast from there. But I'll check that out later. Looking at our supply here. Alright, so Little Reaper is falling behind in supply. I wonder what he's up to here.
I think he was supply block. So there you go.
Yeah, so there's 5
He's like enough for
pylons in
this.
here.
Because I think he was busy giving instructions. And so,
Well, that's the thing about 2v2 games, right? It's about communication with your teammate, and that's one of the best, the most important thing uh, in these type of scenarios. You can have 2 really good players, but if they don't work together, right, they'll get bounced, early. Such as the case of the first season of 2v2, we had Regret here paired up with Dark Menace, 2 very good individual players, but they got bounced early. But the next season, they decided, you know what, we need to work on our communication. And they played well together, and they won season 2. So that's the biggest thing, is to have good communication with your teammate. But here's a move out by the Reaper squad. All right, so let's see if this gets anything done. There's a lot of
he has
zealots here.
charge. He has charge.
He does have
That's
charge.
scary.
Yeah, he does have charge. There are a lot of stalkers and mutas. All right, so he's getting picked away here. The tanks do siege, which is a good position there. But what are they going to do here? They're just going to bum rush in. The longer they wait, right, the more units the Zerg is going to be pumping out here. There are more Zerglings, Hydra's coming through.
Yeah.
There is Blink here, so I don't know. Oh, there's even... Yeah, I think they're not going to be able to push this anymore. So they're going to try to take fourth. See, no, he's actually going to back up. The Lurkers, they don't have a constant detection here. They're going to have to keep scanning. But I think there's 12 more mutas. I think at some point there's going to be more mutas than Marines here. So they're not going to be able to break this. I think they got stopped at the front door. There's a lot of units coming in. 12 mutas about to pop. They repositioned, but now the tanks are unsieged. And there's a blink by the Archaic, picking off each one of the tanks. Both tanks are gone. They're on the chase. The Zealots are out of position, but you know what? There's not enough anti-air here. They're just going to have to run home. And actually, they don't even have enough anti-air back home. So the mutas are just going to keep flying in. There's a lot of it. Let's see how many mutas there are. There are 22 mutas. Yeah, there are more mutas than Marines and Stalkers combined. There are Stalkers being warped in, but there are Lurkers. I think this is going to be the beginning and the end here. They're just going to push it. There's no answer for the Lurkers, while the mutas pick off anything that's going to come close. And yeah, I think that's it. The Lurkers are doing a lot of work on the Zealots. The Zealots are all clumped up, getting AoE damage from the Lurker spines, while the mutas clean up ahead. And this should do it. This should be a GG. Let's see how the Reaper squad adjusts on their lower bracket games. It'll be a good game between our Kodayo here versus the Purifiers. So we'll see. But there is a battle cruiser, but that's too late. There's enough mutas here to just two-shot that battle cruiser. And there's the GG. All right. Let's move on to our next game. Since the next game, I'm going to switch back to my main computer. And we'll be right back. GG.
Team Codeo. Regret. The Archaic. The Archaic.
Alright guys, that's the first match. It looks like it's 2-0, but they are in the bottom bracket. They'll need to regroup and see who they face on the next let's see, the bracket. Looks like what's gonna happen if you guys take a look at the bracket. Codeo will face the Purifiers, and Reaper squad will drop down to be right here. Yeah, so they'll be in losers round 2, waiting for the loser of Dark Fusion and Serral Simps. So that's who they'll face in the next round.
Yeah, we're gonna play that.
We'll play that next. Dark Fusion versus Cyril Simps. All right, and Reaper Squad can pay attention to them because they know who they're facing.
I'm just waiting for map picks from our Dark Fusion team.
All right, guys. Whew. There you go. The bracket's updated, guys. We're gonna play the next game, Dark Fusion versus Cyril Simps. And I'm gonna type a note here. TW Dev Buzz is something we don't want to deal with. TW Dev Buzz. Also a direct message with at. Okay. So how are you doing the maps? You're just kind of picking them and then just letting them go through it? I think that's what you're doing, right? Just picking the maps and just letting them...
No, I had them, Dark Fusion is picked. They picked the map.
Already? Okay.
Yeah, they picked the map. Just getting the next lobby set up.
Alright, so for those who don't know, we're playing this in Asia server because the regular server is bugged.
Actually, I do not see Typhoon Fusion
You see, does he
in
know
our lobby.
does Typhon Fusion know in the lobby? You mean like the Discord lobby?
In StarCraft lobby.
Oh, maybe he doesn't know. So Neutrophil needs to tell him to get up there. Alright, so we should be hopping on in there. 99.963% chance of winning. If they lose, blame Cyril. Praise Marine King. Let's check out the chat. This is so great.
Now I can see the chat.
You see that? I mean, there's contextual replies there. And it's really cool. It's cool to see.
Alright, there it is. So who's on? He's been invited.
This is the lore. What's up, Anomaly? Ninja is not from the UK. He's talking about the other guy. Is that Ninja's face? Oh yeah, it is Ninja Grumpy.
Alright, looks like the players are ready.
Okay guys, we got the next game coming up now. This is gonna be cool. This will be a little bit more competitive, I think.
Yes. So I sent this Dark Menace in the same room with you still?
No, he moved to the kitchen, so actually...
okay, so you can actually talk to this. Okay.
So we can actually...
Alright, let's start this.
Oh, but actually, I'm sorry, Neutrophil. Never mind, you guys can... I can't. I forgot. I thought you meant Neutrophil. Neutrophil moved.
Yeah, I know Neutrophil moved for PSL.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
But
I can't.
Dark Menace does not.
Here, yeah.
Okay, so it's just gonna be me casting again. Too bad we don't have Sir Maladin here, but we'll make do. This is... Wait, do we have a logo for this?
Yes, we do.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is...
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Alright. So I'm actually pretty excited how this is going to turn out, but before we do that, let's introduce our players. Spawning on the bottom right corner, we have our orange Zerg. Ooh, wait. You're playing Terran? Yes, Terran. Okay, so I guess
Oh, he didn't pick the right.
I didn't pick the right race. Okay, I was about to say, has he practiced and played enough Terran to be able to play this in this tournament? But I guess not. So let's do this again. Make the map. I believe it was Arctic Dream.
Alright, guys, we're gonna retry this again. One of the players did not pick the right race. Too much Overwatch.
And there should be just like a chess touch move thing. If you're stuck with that race when the game starts, you should have to make a move that way. All right. Got most of the players in. We're just waiting for one more. Did not join. Try again.
Yeah, it looks like our announcements are all old too, guys, so we'll need to update that later.
Season 2. All right. Players are in. Let me make sure. All right. Actually, as an admin, next time I'll make sure they have the right race up. Please. Okay. I think we're good. Starting. Okay, again. Those watching at home wonder what this is. This is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
So this is our 2v2 tournament for FSL. It's kind of a mini weekend tournament that we throw in between our FSL one-on-one seasons. Our seasons run about a month to 2 months, but we're in between one now. So right now we are doing a 2v2 tournament. It's supposed to be a Christmas tournament, but since Christmas is gone and past New Year's, I'm just gonna call it our 2v2 tournament 3. All right, so let's introduce our players again. Spawning on the top left corner this time, we have our Orange Zerg. He is
Dark Menace.
And his ally, picking the right race this time, Red Protoss. He's known by the name of and their team name is
Dark Fusion.
It's like Dark Fusion and a Typhoon Menace. So they kind of like screwed that up, but it's really funny though.
With some Archon action there. All right, so on their opponents, spawning on the bottom right corner, we have our Purple Protoss. He is
Very cool.
and his ally, our Yellow Terran. He is actually, well, and their team name called
Team Cero Sims.
All right. So actually, it's funny because this is the third season that Cero Sims is playing in this 2v2 tournament, and they are the only team that's remained intact through all 3 tournaments. And as we say that, here's a big proxy barracks by our Yellow Terran. Let's see if they can really put a lot of pressure on our Orange Zerg. Our Orange Zerg was paired up with Regret last tournament, and they won the whole thing. So let's see what they can get done with this proxy 3 racks. Funny thing is, our red Protoss Typhoon Fusion scouts that there's nothing in the front, there's no gas taken, and he still stole the gas. So Yellow Terran's like, you know what? I don't need the gas. I'm proxying with just Marines. I don't need this. You can go ahead and steal it. And he's banking the Marines now. Let's see what. So it's a proxy Stargate, which is in plain sight because of the overlords there. It's gonna get canceled. So you know what? This is not timed out very well because it's not synergizing together. I don't know if the Marines, is there going to be enough Marines to take care of this? He is making more, but more Lings are coming. At some point, there's just going to be too many Lings on the map. Alright, so there is a cancel, destroys the Stargate. The Marines are going to get surrounded here. Let's see. But if he micros this well, alright, takes out two Lings right away. The problem there is going to be a Queen. He's going to get surrounded by a bunch of Marines. There's a pull though, so this might be worthwhile if he gets enough drones here. There's a micro by our Yellow Terran. Gets, I don't know how many. Our game heart's not set up, so we don't know how many drones are killed. So at the end of the day here, it did minimal damage. And of all the people you want, he's gonna do damage on. It's Dark Menace, which one of the things is he loves to drone. He can catch back up right away. There's one Adept here is just gonna be surrounded really quickly. So I think they're behind. Saracens behind here. That early attack here did not work out well. I don't think they synergized this properly in terms of what they wanted to do. They put a Stargate down in a position where Zerg's gonna scout it easily, and there's nothing to supplement the Marines that were, being banked up. So I don't think that worked out well. But let's see. There's a counter here by Dark Menace. The door is open and it's gonna closes it in time. It's a good move, but let's see what the Protoss has. Actually, he's well defended, so he's gonna need to help. No, it's not. So they're just gonna stay put. The good thing about this map for them is their expansion is not vulnerable up front. They can take their expansion in the back of their base, so they're safe. So they don't really fall that far behind. So that's a good thing. Let me see their unit count here, the army count. Supply-wise, our Terran is falling far behind. Our red Protoss is just, I'm glad that he takes his expansion here, but our purple Protoss though is ahead in supply. And one of the things, scout and report wise, for Very Cool, is he's a very good macro player, and he doesn't miss a beat in making his probes. He doesn't get supply blocked. He always gets his pylon at the right time, and so that's what makes him a very effective macro player. So I'm pretty sure he can catch back up. Problem is, the Zerg now has 3 bases, can macro up much faster if left unattended. Alright, so our Yellow Terran is really falling on supply. I wonder what's going on here. Let's see what he's making. So he's just he's going for a second factory. So he's just getting his infrastructure going here. And he's catching up on SCVs, because I think he didn't make any SCVs during that attack, during that proxy, which is, keeping him way behind. Now, SCV wise or worker wise, yeah, he's still far behind, but it's not too far behind because he does have mules, so it's not that far behind from our red Protoss, their opponent. So let's look at the composition that they're getting to. So there's charge, there's Void Rays, double Stargate Void Rays for our red Protoss with a Fleet Beacon. Same thing with our purple Protoss. He is taking his expansion, he's taking his third. So he's keeping up with with the Zerg player, but the Zerg's taking his fourth as well. So now this is just a macro race here between orange and purple. Let's see. Yep. And Terran just needs to catch up here. So there's a lull here after a very fast-paced early game. There's a lull in battle. None of them are even have units, well, except for Overlords here, have units across the map. Here's a scouting Overlord. I believe that's an Overseer making his way through the yellow Terran. Yep, it's an Overseer. He's gonna scout. Actually, just drops drops a changeling, but the tank makes work of it real quickly. He scans and he pings. I'm like, hey, watch out for changelings. All right, so what do we have here? This is a mech build. It's a third factor coming in for our yellow Terran, and that's what his scouting report for Fluffy here is. He loves to go mech. He loves to go make lots of tanks, and then transitions to a boatload of Thors. And if you let the Serral Sims get to the ideal composition, it's really tough to stop. And their ideal composition typically is a bunch of mech, while a purple Protoss just makes a bunch of gateway units eventually to air. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. But red Protoss is making carriers. There's a scan. Where's that scan? I wish we had game art. Oh, there's a scan. So he scouts a third for Zerg, which he already knows, but he should be able to pick up that there are drones transferring to the fourth. So I wonder if he does pick that up. All right, so there's the air upgrades for purple Protoss. He's making 2 Void Rays at a time. He's now taking his fourth as well, right? So supply-wise, right. Of course, the Zerg is ahead because the way their mechanics work, they can really catapult ahead of the other races if left unchecked. And right behind him is our purple Protoss, who's now taking his fourth as well. Right, production-wise, he's getting his upgrades, getting a fleet beacon. Now, how many carriers does the red Protoss have? Typhoon Fusion. He does have 1 carrier and 4 Void Rays, so it's not that many yet. It's not a big fleet yet.
Scan sees it.
All right, so there's the scan, sees just 1 carrier, but just indicates to him that there's a fleet beacon with more than 1 Stargate. But here, the Thor production. Here's another factory for Fluffy. He does have his third up. The third up is just mining gas at this point. But here's a move out. Here's a move out for, what is their name again? They are Dark Fusion. Here's a move out to the left side. He's going to have to... All right, let's see if... let's see this type of engagement here. Now, purple Protoss, very cool, is somewhat out of position here. There's a ping here telling Typhoon Fusion that this is where we're going to attack. So they're getting ready. They're out of position, though. Serral Sims. So let's see, the tanks, and here's the first battle. The tanks take a few shots, but they're going to get taken down really quickly. The Thors move, they get surrounded right away. They move back. Here is very cool reacting. There is a lot of Void Rays there, but I don't think, is that enough? There's a carrier coming in. He does prismatic alignment, takes out... No, he does not take out. Takes out 1 carrier. He's going to take out the second carrier. No, he moves. There's a second carrier. Now, there are enough carriers here to be able to clean this up. So this was a good attack here, but I don't, this doesn't end the game. There's Warpins for Purple Protoss here, very cool. With Templars, I think he's gonna morph into Archons. No, there it is. There's the Archon morph. This buys him some time because they're gonna target the Archons. No, they're targeting Interceptors. So once the Archon morphs here, yeah, they're gonna make quick work of this. Archons do splash damage and do extra damage against biological, and since they were right up close, they were very effective in that regards. Now, did this accomplish? This does accomplish what they wanted to do, which is at least take out 1 base. But you know what? Fluffy lifted it up, so he did save that base. So this is not a big deal for them. He does have enough factory buildings. He can make up his. Let's see where he's at here. Buildings. There it is. So he's making 2 Thors at a time, right? And he's, it's not bad position. Now, if that battle started when they were together, several Sims, I think that would have fared a lot better. So that's one of the advantages of being the aggressor in the beginning. Is when you attack together, and you dictate where you want to attack. Most of the time, where you attack, they're not together, right? So that's the advantage you have right off the bat. And so it's better to be the aggressor. It's better to initiate things. But look at, oh wow, look at very cool. He's got 5 comfortable bases already, more than the Zerg. And I think he's, yeah, but look at supply-wise. Let's see here. The air fleet is growing for very cool. Now they found the ninja base by Fluffy here, and they're gonna take it out really quickly. But it's not a big deal right now. He doesn't have anything there, so he's just gonna lose the 400 plus the orbital. It's not a big deal, but it does supply block him. He does have a small unit count. He needs to, increase his production here. Right, so we have a maxed out Zerg versus a Protoss, which is almost maxed out, and they're supporting casts. So let's see how the next engagement is. Now it's going to be unit control here. So Dark Menace is just really guiding where they should attack. There's a lot of pinging going on. Oh, probably he's pinging to where he needs to go scout before he sends his big army in. But yeah, let's see here. We have Psystorm though for very cool. He's got an armada with Psystorm underneath, so you're gonna have to control this well as Dark Menace. You could lose a lot of units really quick if you're not paying attention. But he's sending his roaches. This is probably just he's trying to throw away these roaches so he can build more efficient units at this point. Roaches are the most inefficient unit composition for the Zerg at this point. So this is not bad. He's taking out a few pylons, making him lose mining time. And if he loses this, actually he's already traded well for him, which is good. But also, it reveals the composition by very cool. Now he sees Archons, Carriers, Void Rays, and, well, he didn't reveal that there is a bunch of Templars underneath yet. But, the Thors. Now the problem is here, I think they are falling behind in upgrades. Right? Red is only have 001. While our Zerg player only has 1-0. And looking at these Thors, they are now 1-2-2. With the next set of upgrades going to be finishing up relatively soon. So if they have a maxed out engagement between these two teams, the Thors are going to do a lot of work. And right now, it's like they're going to move out. That is a lot of Thors. That's pretty scary. Couple that with Psystorm underneath and a boatload of carriers. Let's see what happens. There are Broodlords and Corruptors. Alright, but Dark Menace's army here in the bottom left gets caught. There's a Psystorm, which his army actually evaporates right there. But you know what? I think he might be okay with that because now he's just going to supplement it with more Corruptors. Here's a fleet by the red Protoss, but I don't know if that's good enough because Phoenix are good, but not in this situation. There's nothing here that they are good.
So many Phoenixes. That's weird.
Alright, so this is... Oh, there's no way they can stop this army now. Alright, because look at all those... Oh my goodness, that storm just blankets the Corruptors. Corruptors melts right away. Now there's nothing here to stop the carriers, supplemented by the storms, and there is that GG. First game goes to our Sarah Sims.
Team 06.
Yeah, so like I said, it was just really a composition thing, and looks like Zero Sims got to the composition that they want. Um, let's see if we can get a next map.
Yeah, so that one I think they kind of let him come back. They had him dead, but you know, they got to that composition, the much better composition
Yeah,
that we know that they usually do, right? So they usually do that, and they let him do that. I mean, that we kind of knew that from the last 2v2 match, right?
yeah,
We've seen that
they
from
had
the
a
last
good
tournament.
attack. Yeah, they had a good attack in the beginning. They actually held off a proxy very well, and that really made them ahead. But they didn't really take advantage of that. So
Yeah, that's a good
when they
point.
came
The
in,
proxy failed, big lead for them, but they
yeah,
didn't
it
go
was a
ahead and
big.
try to kill. I think they could have killed the Terran easily, but they didn't force it, and they just kind of sat back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they kind of sat back, and then by the time they went to attack, it was still not enough. Because for the longest time there, Terran had 30 supply, and he was just trying to get his infrastructure going. He's trying to get his SCVs. So there's that big window where he didn't really have any units save for like one or two tanks. All right, so now I'm having issues making the game. Let me try again.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Remember, when the Terran proxies all those Raxes, he doesn't have Jack at home, which means you can kind of go there 2-on-1, right?
Yeah, like the
2-on-1.
Protoss was pretty much well set up. He had
You don't have to
a
attack
bunch of
Protoss,
adepts.
exactly. You just
Yeah.
go to the Terran who is nothing. But then they kind of sat
Yeah.
back, let them build up. And then the Protoss on the other side made Phoenixes, which are kind of useless.
Yeah, especially in that composition. There's nothing there that they were good against.
And you mentioned they were upgrading too, and they weren't. The other team was.
Yeah, well,
So
I think during that battle, I think the Thors were 3-2-2 or 2-3-3.
yeah,
One
that's
of those.
the
I think
thing. We noticed that with Fluffy. He will make a lot of Thors. So you better be ready by the time he pushes out. And
and those Thors are always upgraded,
Yep.
right? And
yeah, and the thing is, it's not like he pushed out with normal timing. He pushed out super, super late because he was delayed like quite a bit.
so let's see if our Dark Fusion team makes any adjustments. Let me make sure that their races are picked. Yep, the races are picked. Again, this is still not elimination game for them. So if they lose, they will be going down the losers bracket, which is facing the Reaper squad. So, all right, let's. Players are ready. Start it. All right, for you guys at home, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
so our team here, Serial Sims, has one of the more predictable strats that they've been using for the past 3 seasons. Right. So let's see if Dark Fusion makes any adjustments specifically to counter that. All right, so let's introduce our players. Here on the top left corner, we have our yellow Terran. He is
Fluffy.
and his ally, the macro red Protoss player. He is
Very cool.
actually he's not just very cool. He is really cool. Their team name.
Team Zero Sims.
A lot of hearts for Cero there. So on the bottom right corner, their opponent, we have our blue Protoss. Goes by the name of
Typhoon Fusion.
and his ally, our orange Zerg player, goes by the name of
Dark Menace.
and their team name is
Team Dark Fusion.
Alright, so I think this is a float your barracks to your opponent's strategy. But problem is, there's a Zerg player here which sends Overlord horizontally, scouts it immediately. So it's not gonna be, well, I don't know, does he see that?
Did.
He does see it. Alright, so now he makes it, but now, can they actually make anything to stop this? Gateway just finished. And the gateway is being chronoed, so the zealot will come out. He even makes 4 at a time just to make sure he gets a zealot out.
Yeah.
But here's the first 2 marines. Marines are being banked.
I think they're trying to make him think that they don't know, so he can make more marines. I overheard.
Well, so here's Protoss. Well, so he does see that there are a lot of units there, but they are gonna go for it. They're just gonna go for the marines here. The marines are tucked in the corner over here, so I think this is a good position for them. And they actually back off instead of killing the 1 marine that's almost dead. All right, so now more marines are coming. You know what? If he gets to a critical mass of marines here, and you don't have enough units, that's gonna be tough to beat. So this forces a pull for Typhoon Fusion here. The zealots are coming in. Their shields are already almost out. There's a kite by Fluffy. Chase. It says hi, but you know what? He's just gonna take the shields out of this nexus. It's gonna take a while, but it puts a timer. Yeah, it puts a timer here on Typhoon Fusion. So now he commits in. The zealots are it's gonna get picked off. The first one right away. The second one, no, it's a move command. Now they're gonna run to the corner, tucked in. There's a lot of Zerglings streaming in to help out, but the Marines are just gonna go back to their corner here, providing a natural choke point, and they cannot commit. In the meantime, a red Protoss here is just macroing up.
Speed is finished, so.
Speed's done, so I think this will clean this up. But you know what? They are taking a lot. It's not as efficiently as they should have been. So he's probably gonna cancel these last 2 marines and fly off. But no, he doesn't cancel it. All right. So the Lynx are now hurrying back to the other side. He says bye bye. But you know, he has no infrastructure going. He doesn't have a cyber. He's mining 1 probe on gas. But let's see what this Zergling counterattack does, right? There's an adept. 1 adept. Well, 1 adept and a shield battery, which I think is enough. Alright, well, is it? Look at that shield battery do a lot of work. Now, there's 2 adepts. So I think the 2 adepts is enough now, because now they can one-shot each Ling. And I think the Lynx know that, and they're just gonna...
You just gotta let that command center
get away.
Easily. You could have killed that. You know, a lot of weird things he's doing.
Yeah, but now he's going back. Here are the adepts.
The adepts are scary, that's why.
Well, he's not microing it. One of the adepts gets picked off. The other one just sits there. And this is it's not a good micro here.
Yeah.
I think he's busy dropping a bunch of gateways and 2 stargates. But now there are 2 more adepts who joins the fray, and now they're just gonna clean this up really quickly. But this does interrupt the command center.
Yeah,
Although there's a 3rd command center is already on its way. Or it's already done, actually. So there's more links. Ooh, there is a proxy.
Yeah, Typhoon Fusion has a thing, so...
So he does have a proxy Stargate. But, you know... Very Cool already has... Right, he's already almost has 2 Void Rays there. Alright, this should cancel... Or is it? I'm thinking micro this wrong. There's not enough adepts there. Or more adepts are going to be worked in. Fluffy hasn't even made one his orbital. Oh, that's gonna destroy.
So close.
So I think
Oh,
two hit points. 2 hit points done that. All right, so now. So our yellow Terran's taking his third, landing his third actually. Very cool thought about getting that third, but it's like, all right, you already have yours up. But now he's gonna be able to scout that there's a proxy Stargate here. But you know what? Very cool. Already has his Void Rays as well, which more coming. 2 more are gonna be about to pop out. Problem here is our Terran player doesn't have any units. Alright, so here's the prismatic alignment, but there are 4 Void Rays here. Can he fight that? No, he goes back to the shield battery, and now he focuses on the Void Rays. Now he's going to be able to take both Void Rays out without even losing a single one. And now the Void Rays are perfect against these Roaches. Roaches are melting one by one, and he's going to take care of this without even losing one Void Ray. That was a perfect defense here by Very Cool. He interrupts a little bit the landing sequence of the command center, but you know what? At the expense of all of these Roaches, which was actually pretty expensive in this stage of the game. You don't even have your third, let alone mining, and now they're going to be able to take care of this proxy Stargate. Now you don't have Stargates at home. You're going to be behind. You might, he's warping in a fleet beacon. So the fleet beacon's not going to be...
Double Stargate proxy is so expensive. That's the problem.
Yes. Yeah, double Stargate proxy is very expensive. And now you lose your entire tech. You're going to have to rebuild those Stargates, as he's doing right now. Makes 2 more. But that's going to set you back big time. And so this is going to be another case of 10 days put together unit composition that will stop the ideal composition by Cyril Sims, because that's where they're heading again, right? Thors are in production. He's got 3 bases. He's queuing a lot of SCVs now. Upgrades are pumping. And the only difference here is Very Cool doesn't have a 3rd base yet, right? Which is a good thing for them. So, but at the same time, that was an expensive attack. And because of that, now Very Cool is ahead.
Typhoon Fusion's supply is so low.
Yeah, Typhoon Fusion, he's making his 3rd Stargate. Now he's starting carrier production, but he doesn't have enough gas for it. Right, he just started to mine his 3rd and 4th gas just recently. He's now taking his 3rd base just now, which is not going to reap any gas rewards anytime soon. And so they're going to fall behind here. In the meantime, these Thors, how do you beat... Well, I shouldn't be asking you this because I'm sure Dark Menace can hear it, but what composition do they need to make to stop these Thors? Right? And, you probably could make Immortals.
Don't let them get there.
Don't let them get there. Or make as many Immortals as they have Thors. But that means you need to be committed to the Robotech. And if you go Robotech and you lose out the air battle, the Robos are useless against those carriers that Very Cool is going to be producing. And so, yeah, again, this is a losing battle here. They had that window, or when there's another move command here.
Oh, never mind.
But they had that window with the link counter attacked by Dark Menace, but they didn't do enough damage.
Did you see that though? That's the difference in the levels. He was doing a move command, but then he can see the map and say, "Oh, I have to kill that." Right? So there's like quick reaction. That's the different levels.
So we have here our orange Zerg. He's actually Diamond 1, Diamond 2. And we have our red Protoss, Very Cool, or really cool. It's also just, I think he made it to Diamond as well. So we have 2 Diamonds anchoring their teams. So it's just really a matter of their supporting cast here. we have Fluffy, the mech player, versus Typhoon Fusion, the carrier player. He's chronoing out his carriers. But one of the things about carriers, right, is that their DPS is so high, that their attack is so high, and they benefit. One of the units that benefit the most with a +1 attack. And so the problem is he prioritized the air armor upgrade first before the air attack. He should be chronoing the air
that's a
attack,
good
and
point.
actually,
Yeah, it's a good point.
so he should be chronoing that air attack 1, 2, 3. Don't even bother with the armor yet. And so instead, they're gonna have +1 armor on carriers, which is not, it's not gonna matter once the Void Ray starts prismatic alignment. All right, so here's the attack. Is there storm yet? Ooh, there's a prismatic alignment. There's a Bios. Oh, the Bios hit a lot of the Void Rays, and I think this is a very good attack. They caught him unprepared because the Thors are just so far away, and they're
slow.
Yeah, they're slow. This is again, as I was mentioning earlier, if you're the one doing the initiative, you can catch the opponent out of position, right? Which they just did. The Thors are going to get surrounded because they don't have the Void Ray support as they did earlier. So the Thors are surrounded. They are taken out by the Roach. Yeah, this is a good battle. I think this is, the momentum is on their side. They just need to keep pushing here. Don't let them build up again.
Dark Menace is maxed out too, and look at that supply.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they just caught them with their pants down, and they were ill prepared. There's the GG, and it's a good game here. 4 Dark Cupid. It's a good game. So this is the case in 2v2. You should always keep your armies together, especially in the front. In case that does happen. If not, you need to have enough spotters around the map to be able to see they're coming.
Dark Menace.
All right, that was a good second game. They almost blew it, but right, they had a nice lead because of the proxy.
So if the Thors were in that position when they attacked,
it would be
I think
tough.
they would have been fine. Yeah, it would have been tough. But instead, it was a 2v1 battle.
Yeah.
They've
shown how to beat
but,
that team. It's like really just don't let them get to that super comp. I think everyone knew that from the first tournament. So I expect full aggression, but I'm surprised they're still like proxying though, right? The other team.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well, especially when it hasn't really worked out well for them, and it's better to just catapult your economic situation to get to the ideal composition you have, right? Because after the proxy, it looks like it's so obvious that he's fallen behind and it takes him a while to recover.
Yeah.
So if I was,
if you're Fluffy, I wouldn't proxy because you fall behind. What's the difference? You're trying to mass up anyway, play defensive, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll get to the super comp that you want faster. But of course, the other team knows this too, so who knows? Yeah,
and also unit positioning.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Just make sure that you guys are together, because you guys won the first game and it worked out well, but you guys could have lost the first game in the same manner, right? But that's good. It's a good adjustment here by.
Let's see what they do. They both know what's up, so no secrets anymore. They know what's up. This is game 3.
And also, they caught them because I think. Well, let me re-invite Typhoon Fusion here. But they caught Really Cool right before Storm finished, because he had 6 High Templars right there in that third base.
Oh, they were there? I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, they were there, but I looked at it and it wasn't. The research wasn't complete yet.
So they hit right before the storm, and they were right
there.
They hit. It's just right. So if they had the storm, they had the Thors all together, it'd be a different story.
I mean, even when the Thors are not there, if you storm that and the Hydras melt, right? Yeah. And I think the Void Rays would have taken care of the the carriers. But looks like our players are in the lobby and ready to go.
All right, game 3. Let's see.
And is Fluffy making sure their races are set. Let's do this. Okay, for those who just tuned in, wondering what this event is, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
it's our in-between weekend tournament. We're gonna have FSL Season 3 starting up soon. So in the meantime, we have our second match of the night. Introducing the players on the bottom left corner. Tying that game up, we have our red or orange Zerg, who's known by the name of
Dark Menace.
and his ally, the red Protoss.
Typhoon
He
Fusion.
is and their team name is called
Team Dark Fusion.
That's a pretty funny graphic they have. All right, on the top right corner, we have our yellow Terran. He is known by the name of
Fluffy.
his teammate, Purple Protoss. He is
Very cool.
all right. So this time, no proxies. There are no SCVs. There are no yellow SCVs in the minimap making their way across the map. Oh, forgot. Of course, their team name is called. How could I miss all those hearts with Cyril in it? But
Team
anyway, there's no
Cyril
proxies
6.
this time. Let's see if Typhoon Fusion does any sort of block here. It's just scouting around. I'm sure nothing's alright. There's nothing to block on the Protoss side. He is gonna block the Terran, however. So let's see. That might be a good idea because, Terran.
That's a good point, yeah.
But you know what? He actually went command center first, so
But at this
that
point,
might not matter.
yeah, but at this point though, at this level 2, the later the gas, it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt. 75 minerals, not a big deal.
Not a big deal, but also, it doesn't hurt Fluffy that much because now he's gonna need all of the minerals to start making all the SCVs since he'll have 2. He's gonna need the orbital right away as well. All of that costs a lot of minerals. So, but you know what? He is trying to rush and to destroy that assimilator.
Yeah, it's part of his build. I think he hates it, so
Yeah.
gotta get it out.
Right, so why is he's just sending his barracks all the way to the top right? And I guess he's like, I don't need this. I'm going full mech. Just want to, send it all the way back here so I don't have to look at it.
I guess so. And then you never lose it, so you can keep making factories or something.
Yeah.
That's really
So-
funny.
All right, so a third hatch here for our Zerg player. Here's a quick Stargate for really cool. Stargate starting for our red Protoss, Typhoon Fusion. So you know what? They're just going for a build. This time though, the Terran player is not behind, which is a good thing for him. He's actually right on par. He's ahead. He's actually neck to neck with the supply worker count with the Zerg player, which is pretty impressive here as a Terran player. Alright, so now, he's not falling behind, right? He's getting their macro setup going. He's getting their mech. Double Stargate here for Typhoon Fusion. So I think they like that whole composition here.
Yeah,
A lot of air
simpler.
units for red. Yeah, it worked that last game.
The other cool thing is this 2 hatchery up front for the Zerg, right? I mean, you can talk
Yeah,
about
so
that.
yeah, so the on 2v2, right? I always tell the other Zerg players, take the 2 hatcheries up front, let the other player, the non-Zerg, take the back expansion. That way, right, not only can you connect the creep, but you can push the creep much easier. Um, and so he's actually even opening up the ramp with with the mineral patches there, so that he's probably thinking of taking that 6 o'clock gold base. And I think that's what he has in mind here. There's a scan. He confirms a few things here. Second and third bases for the Zerg, and opening up the ramp. So if he, really pays attention to that, should be able to
And the gases.
end the gases.
Yeah.
All right, so the links are out. They're gonna try to see or scout what's going on. Supply-wise, right? So looks like the Zerg is really ahead because of that third hatchery. But the curious thing here is Very Cool has not taken his third yet. So I think he's prioritizing infrastructure and units right now instead of macroing and getting your economy. All right, there's third. I think he felt safe now that he can take his third. Carrier production, right? Which, this is good. Like I talked about earlier, you take that +1 air attack first, because it really helps out the interceptors. Fluffy's even upgrading the transformation. What's the name of that? It's called Smart Servos. It makes the Thor transform much faster. Now, what is the case where you would need that, right? When you need to transform between hitting single target units and hitting light armored units. It's pretty effective when you're facing mutas, and then all of a sudden you have to face carriers. Then you can switch. But most of the time, you really don't get to take advantage of that. Now, it's also good for Hellions to change into Hellbat mode and back. But you know what? Since he's going mech, he's making a lot of factory units. Might as well take it. He is taking his attack and armor upgrade already. While Typhoon Fusion, he's making 3 carriers at a time. All right, so we're gonna have a big mid to late game battle here, right? When these two teams collide,
Spotted.
we're gonna see. All right, so he spots the carriers. There's a good scout here by Really Cool, and that's funny. So Fluffy is taking his 4th now. He's even blocking off a bunch of cute commands for that one SCV. But the funny thing is that one Lord Zergling blocks the landing sequence of that command center. So let's see, they're not even moving to take it out yet. While Very Cool is actually taking his 4th. Now, supply-wise, it's not, they're all pretty much close to each other. So it's now just going to be a matter of unit control, unit positioning, and looking at the unit positioning for our Cero Sims here. They're doing a better job. Their rally is now at the front base, as opposed to last time, right? They were so far away from each other. Excuse me. But yeah, so again, upgrade-wise, I think they're falling behind. Terran is just upgrading away here. All right, so here's the move out.
Zerg is 1-1.
All right, he's 1-1. Well, the Terran is also 1-1, but their next set of upgrades is about to finish. But here's the move out. But instead, they're moving backwards. So this is another problem they have. Okay, so now they're at least together. The tanks are so far behind, though. They're actually not going to contribute in the battle. But here, the Thor's prismatic alignment is not activated. There it is. Takes out 1 carrier, 2 carriers. They didn't have the right composition. The tanks were too far back. and they just got destroyed. And I think this will do it now. He puts up the wall. The tanks are not going to do much. There's three of them.
Dark Menace was maxed out already there. That's why.
Yeah, because a lot of their supply was back there, and it didn't help out. And I think that's it. This is going to be quick game. There's one Thor trying to hold the line. He says, "You shall not pass," but didn't even complete the sentence because he got biled down. And there's the GG. Now, Cell Sims are not out. They drop to the losers bracket. And there's the GG. Nice game here for our Dark Fusion team. All right, so now
Yeah.
the question is, do we have old and gold or do we not?
I have to. I'm gonna go check,
Or-
but actually we want the other team to play now, which is
Yeah.
Miguela has to go. So we want we can just let me do a quick check because you know what, we should probably have them play the old and gold real quick. So let me double check. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay, it's just hanging there in the air.
All right.
Bob wire mod schematic. Huh.
Yo. Dark Fusion and I'm thinking. So how do you do that if it's a forfeit and challenge? Is it -1? Oh, okay. All right, so that means next game will still be Dark Fusion. Let me get their map fixed. All right, so old and gold, if they do make it, if they are available, then they can still play Serral Sims. Oh. Okay, let's see. Emerald City. Can Dark Fusion play this? Yeah. I need the Dark Menace. Oh. No respond to the text messages. Uh, you know what? Let's just move on. I mean, alright. So purifiers. Let me set that up. Who is it? Carloe and Cyan. Actually, give me about 60 seconds. Be right back.
Guys, we're gonna ask the Heroes team what they think of the United States so far.
United States, the serving of the food is really big.
Yeah, lots of food, right?
Yeah, lots of food.
We're gonna get big.
And the weather is really good compared to Philippines because it's very cold here.
Very
A lot.
cold. You like cold? Okay. Guys, we're gonna ask the Heroes team what they think of the United States so far.
United States, the serving of the food is really big.
Yeah, lots of food, right?
Yeah, lots of food.
We're gonna get big.
And the weather is really good compared to Philippines because it's very cold here.
Very
a lot.
cold. You like cold? Okay.
The people here in United States are really kind, and the weather is really cold also.
Why do you say they're kind?
I mean, they, what can I say? Some fun help us borrow their PC because we don't have enough PC. So we are really thankful for that.
All right.
It's really good here. When we play Hero League, we get fast queues compared to the SEA.
Really?
Then, yeah, I think our heroes player here will be good. Just
Nice.
need to practice.
You agree, huh?
Yep.
What about you, True? What do you think?
United States is very big.
Very big. All right, very big.
In the Philippines, I live in the city, but here in the United States, it's not a city, so the places are a bit further from each other.
Further, so
It's very far from each other.
you guys have been here how many days?
5 days.
5 days?
And
I think we really did a lot of things already in just 5 days.
in just 5 days,
Yeah.
you did 5 things, including what? Get water spilled on you?
Yeah, that's the first.
Yeah, you got water spilled on him by the waitress. All right. So what is this? Here's the Storm beta. We missed the bunker conversation.
All right, just getting this lobby set up. Yes, I was looking at it earlier, but now since I have to leave. All right, I think I guess he is going random. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. Random versus Protoss. Protoss versus Zerg. There you go.
All right, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
okay. Introducing our players. Our last game of the night, possibly. Spawning on the top right corner, we have our blue Protoss. He is
Cyan. No audio for him. He didn't submit it yet.
That's right. Forgot about that. And his teammates spawning as Terran. We have our Terran player. He is.
Yep, random, and he's spawning as that. Oh, I can cast this one. Sweet. And their team name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and their team
Yeah,
name. Sorry, guys.
Team Purifiers.
Okay, the bottom left. The Zerg player.
Regret.
And his teammate.
The Archaic. Team Kodeo.
Okay, so some action on that side. Almost.
Yeah, an attempt steal by the Archaic here, but it's a good block by Cyan.
Yeah, he almost did it. Oh, he sees the front too, right? The front wall.
Yeah, so the wall.
Ooh, why did he
Was
kill
it
someone?
solo? I think he was just trying to block it.
Oh, just to block
But it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not worth it. But there is a tech lab first for the barracks. So I don't know what that's about. Just a swap. Yeah, so it's just a swap to get a factory with tech labs. So I'm guessing he's gonna go fast tanks here and just defend the front while they expand.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be
I'm
aggressive.
guessing.
Gonna be aggressive with this, probably. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I think they're just gonna be defensive here. They're just gonna turtle up,
Oh, you
secure the
think?
front with
Oh
tanks.
yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's a good point because he expand behind it.
yeah, because both of them expanded right behind it. We have the archaic just expanding now, so you know, so there's no aggression from either side. We have a robo first time from Cyan here. And yeah, so just a Reaper to scout with Spaghetti-O here.
And a
There's
really
a
fast eBay too for the Terran. So that's an
yeah,
AXD special right there.
and I think they are gonna turtle up here. There is a Overlord speed upgrade for our Zerg player. He is taking his third, just like what we talked about. You know, the Zerg taking the front two bases, so they can spread the creep, push the creep forward. But looks like it's gonna be a macro game here. Here's a Scouting Reaper. Let's see what he gets done. Um, are there even any units on the map here? There's one. Oh yeah, there are some links and there is a stalker, so they make quick work of that Reaper. Probably, you know, the thing with this map here is that's the only way a Reaper can get in. They can't get through the ramp because of the mineral block. So all you have to do is just put your units up there, and you can block the Reaper from getting in. All right. So there's stalkers being worked in.
Yeah, more barracks for the Terran. No, good scout by Regret.
There's a good scout. There's an Overlord speed. It's really useful to get that early. And you shouldn't lose this to the Marines right now, but it goes back into the Terran. Let's see what he sees that there are turrets coming up. But there's, you know, DTs are not coming. There doesn't look like any air units coming in. There's actually charge slots and Templar archives for the archaic. And the Zerg's just droning up. So this is going to be a macro game. Now it's going to be about unit control. Like I got about unit positioning. There's a double forge here
I saw
for
the
Blue
double
Protoss.
forge, so looking good. That's a good scout.
Yeah, so he's going to lose this Overlord finally, but it did its job. It scouted the entire map, scouted all of the production facilities, and what their opponent's doing. What is their response? This response is a lurker den.
Already?
And station pit. Yeah, so it's infestation pit and lurker den. So I think he's gonna get lurkers to make sure they're safe, and then he's gonna go to hive.
And storm for the Protoss.
Yeah, storm for the Protoss. Now Stem is very late, right? It's halfway done. So he is making his third. So I think they're just macroing up here. Let's see unit count. Right, so as expected, Zerg is ahead, but the other three are just neck to neck. They're just right there with each other. But yeah, but the thing is, the worker count, Terran is falling. Well, Terran's ahead, so VRK is falling way behind in the worker.
Yeah,
now
surprising.
It's
being Protoss.
Yeah, it's surprising. He hasn't taken his third yet. I think he stopped. He cut probe production at 33. I wonder why that is. All right, so they're just. Oh, so here's the move out. Here's the first move out by the Purifiers. So actually, that's a pretty scary setup here. Once they get entrenched in a position with those tanks, it's gonna be tough. But let's see here. He does have. Oh, he hasn't morphed any lurkers yet. He hasn't even made one Hydra. So do they see this? Now the Overlord's gonna see this coming in. There's a scan. Here are lurkers, here are Hydras. So I think they might be okay. The lurkers burrow.
Oh yeah.
He should probably it's
a good scan.
I think he was Yeah, actually, he did a hold. If you notice, he did a hold position there, thinking he can bait him in.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
when they
move.
scan, yeah, when they scanned, he just had to back off. There's another hold position because I think, all right, there's a scan. Ah, he loses one lurker right away, a second lurker right away because there are three tanks there. Three tanks can one
Oh,
shot a lurker.
you know,
But I
the
don't
one
think
thing they should have done is opened up the minerals because they're the Zerg. If you have a Zerg,
it
you
is.
always want to open up the mineral line right away.
Yeah,
But
but like, look at this. The lurkers just rushes in, burrows, and that's it. Now, Terran player tried to see if he can just go to the other side. Oh, that's why your units were split. So they lost that front battle, but they're doing a good harassment here. But here comes the lurkers. Lurkers are
oh, that's Spore.
a score.
It's MVP kills 2 medivacs and the prism.
Yep. And then the lurkers are gonna clean up in his main base. I think this is a good defense. This is a good hold. Now let's see if they counter with this. The Archaic is scouting to see if there's anything else on the left side of the map, right above his. But what are they gonna do? I think they're just gonna stay put, or are they gonna counter? They are gonna counter. So they're making a direct line to the opponents. There are more lurkers being morphed. So I don't know if they have answers for these lurkers. Right, an immortal is coming out, one tank is coming out, and I don't think that's enough production. So let's see here. All right, so here it is. They're charge lots, taking the tanking for these lurkers to get in position, and then they burrow. Once these things burrow, and there's no scan, there's no detection, and actually the charge lots are the ones doing a lot of the work. Yeah, and once those lurkers move up, and finally we see the storms at that bottleneck choke. But I think it doesn't even matter at this point. I think they don't have an answer for the lurkers.
Yeah, it's a pretty good synergy on this team. So nice job.
Right, so there's GG. Go game one goes to Kodayo. Or is it Kodayo? Or Kodayo? I think they're just trying to process the loss. I don't think they're what to do differently. But right, first thing is they need to figure out how do they deal with these lurkers. And there's the 1G waiting for the second G. Alright, dude. That's it. Game one. Now let's see if I can message. Well, maybe I can't. I'm just gonna message it in the team chat.
The lurkers made a big difference in that game. That was just, they really can't proceed further. And then of course the one Spore, I don't think they should have done a drop at that point.
Yeah, and their backline set of units got annihilated because they split it up. Half of the Protoss went to try to drop, and then Terran picked up half of his Marines to try to drop as well. And so once they lost the backside and they're trying to drop, and there was a Spore there, that was it. There was just a numbers game at that point. There's too many, in addition to the lurkers. But that was a good game one win for Kodayo.
Yeah, so game two, man, the Purifiers need to have better synergy. That's really just a teamwork thing, I think.
Yeah, but also this is their first time. I'm guessing this is their first time in a tournament playing together.
Yeah, they just kind of matched up last minute, so.
Yeah, so I can't fault them for not knowing how their teammate plays or how to react well. They don't have enough games under their belt together. But yeah, let's see if they improve or they fix certain things in this game. Waiting for our players to join our lobby. Okay, starting.
They're ready.
Very good, making sure I put the right teams together, and I did. And this could potentially be the last game of the night here.
Indeed. Alright guys, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
the bottom left corner. He is the Protoss Cyan. And his teammate, who I believe went random, this time spawns a Zerg.
Spaghettio.
And their team, they're called
Team Purifiers.
Alright, their opponent on the top right corner of the map. We have our Zerg player. He is
Regret.
and his teammate, Purple Protoss. He is.
The Archaic.
And their team, up 1-0 in this match, is called
Team Codeo.
Alright, looks like a mirror build from both teams. Hatch first. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's a quick scout by... See if the Archaic has scouted yet. Oh yeah, he is. So both scouts for both of them. Sees that they're doing the same exact thing as the others. They're
Ooh, Cyan.
That was a scouting probe from the Archaic.
First blood. Or first blue blood. Or whatever the heck they have. Psionic.
Alright, so here's the quick expansion from the Archaic. Yeah, actually I've been telling them that, unless they're rushing, you could take that Nexus right after your Cyber. And he's been delaying this Nexus a lot of times, and in ladder games they keep losing because they keep falling behind. So I'm glad that he's actually taken this Nexus a little earlier than he used to do it.
Yeah.
And even then, you can even go Nexus before Cyber at times, right?
Yeah.
When you're confident there's nothing happening. Right? If you scouted early and you see there's nothing there, or they've expanded, you can take that. But at the very least, he has the Nexus right after Cyber, so which is good. Regret finds the scouting probe, which is good. Those probes are one of the most dangerous thing if left unattended, as seen in the Legacy of the Void cinematic.
Well, also in the Heart of the Swarm, it was the drone, right? Where they had it in the lab, and it started to grow out of control. And that was funny too.
One drone. Yeah, but the thing is, with the drone, it takes a while for you to.
It does take a while. You have warning with the creep and everything. You're right.
The problem is, you get that one pylon up, even with the slow warp-ins, right? if the Protoss has like 20 gateways, 20 units will just warp in really quickly.
And they could all be invisible units. That's the thing. That's enraging.
Alright, so what's out of the ordinary here is there's an Oracle first for our blue Protoss. Blink this time for the Archaic.
Oh, good catch.
So it's a good catch. So he gets a forward Overlord for the Zerg. So now there's nothing on the other side of the map for their team name again. Oh, the Purifiers. So I'm still trying to get used to what name is what, because we keep changing team names. And since we have 2 new players for their team, I didn't think it was the Purifiers.
Yeah, they're the only team that, even though they changed one player, they didn't change the team name. So usually
So
the other
obviously,
guys, yeah, the other guys have a completely new name.
so obviously the Purifiers carries with Cyan, so there he is, the Purifier himself. All right, so they're just look. Oh, so that's a good defense here for the Oracle harass. He had 2 stalkers in each base, the archaic.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
So that's
good.
good. That's pretty good. So I don't know if there's any kills by that one Oracle. Let me see. Nope, 0 kills. And he even lose more than half of his armor. There's hull damage already. So here's some scouting links for Spaghettio. Sees the 3rd expansion, tries to get this queen. The queen just runs away, waiting for the other links to come by.
I think he should have tucked herself into that thing, but can she get away?
Yeah.
Oh, she gets away.
She gets away. With 37 hit points, still a lot. But, most people would just go to the mirror line and tuck it there.
Here's another
But
attack.
here are more links. Yeah, here are more links. Let's see what this one gets done. But, there are a lot of... Oh, these are Blink Stalkers as well, so... They can cover a lot of ground. The shield battery finishes just in time to save. He probably lost 1 probe there, but he could have lost a lot more if the shield battery didn't finish in time. So I think they're okay. Now, Regret. Oh no, there's a harass here by the blue protocol. Oh, there's a couple of. Yeah, but he loses 1 right away.
Yeah. That was not worth it.
Not worth it. I think it's the first one. The thing is, he led with the 2 oracles. He led with the first one with low hit points already.
Yep.
That's why it died right away. So he probably should have positioned the other one ahead.
That's hard to do. I tried doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just doing the oracle micro like that. It's just too hard. I don't even bother anymore.
Well, it's funny when you watch these pro games.
He's gonna catch the other guy. Cyan actually activates the beam. He should have ran away. There's no way he was gonna take on those stalkers.
Yeah, they're stalkers. Yeah, I'm watching the pro games and you see their oracle control where they stutter step at the same time killing 1 worker at a time. I tried doing that in a game. It just doesn't work. And at the same time, I lose all my oracles. All right, now 14. There are 14 mutalisks morphing for Regret.
And
is there even anti-air for...
They have stalkers, but he also has his own Spire, the Zerg, on the other side. So.
Yeah, but that's 14. If they go into your base and there is already mutalisks for the Red Zerg.
Yeah, he's
so
already out. He actually beats him to the punch.
Beats him to the punch, gets a queen, tries to get... Yeah, but there's a lot of... Yeah, there's stalkers and mutalisks. Picks off a lot of the mutalisks already. Here's the stalkers by Cyan. This is going to be a good battle. He's going to need to blink back. But I think...
The Lings are going ahead in the other side, so they're splitting them up.
Yeah, he's pulling all of the mutants up there. So he's going to lose all of these Lings, though. So I don't know if he did enough work. But at the same time, he's out of position. Let's see if the Archaic... Is there a Storm here? We should just morph him to Archons right now. And he's targeting the... Oh, that's a good morph right in time. Just in time. And here comes the rest of the unit by the Regret. And he's probably going to surround these stalkers.
Oh, no. I think this is too much damage.
Yeah, this is not a good trade for them. The Lynx are in pursuit. They're chasing along with all of... Well, he even has... Does he have Blink?
Yeah, they have Blink. Both of them have
Blink.
Yeah,
they both have Blink. Yeah, both of them have Blink. Alright, so there's a good defense. After all of that, the aftermath, let's see. Regret pulls ahead in unit count. And, it's not the end of the day. There's a good defense. So...
It's still pretty close considering he lost a lot of units.
There are 4 Vipers in production for Regret. And I think he's gonna try to target the Mutalisk, but you don't want to lose these Vipers. All right, a good pull away. So these Vipers are actually going to nullify the Mutalisks of Spaghettio here. He's even making Corruptors, but there's more Zerglings coming in. for Spaghettio.
Look at these
Charge is on the way.
Look at these two
Yeah.
macro hatches to spread creep with.
Might as well take those 2 bases up top, like
Yeah,
above it.
exactly. At that point, yeah,
Right?
just take that.
All right, so I think these Vipers are charged. I think they are ready to go. I think they're just going through one more warping cycles. Yeah, they are. They're ready to go. I think he has Storm.
Oh
Boatload
man,
of
this is gonna be a very
yeah. This is gonna be
strong
tough. Now, unless they can pull him apart with these harass.
He is harassing,
There's a
pulling
certain
him back. So
yeah, but now, but here you better run
no.
because the Vipers are coming.
Here it is.
The Vipers are
Where's the
coming.
shot?
Ah.
Nope, he backs off.
Nah, he shoots them out. Now let's see. Oh no, they are gonna keep going. They're gonna find this extra base here. They're gonna cancel it, or
not.
2 extra bases. They're gonna cancel the other one first. Actually, it's
No
a kill,
cancel.
not a cancel. Yep. And then the second one, is this gonna be a cancel or a kill? No, there's a cancel. All right, let's see if they keep going here. They have the composition. Arcade even has the Templars and the War Prism, so you can ferry them faster. And here it is. Here's the big engagement. Now it's going to be unit control here. Let's see who wins out. But you know what? They have more potential here for Kodayo. They have Psystorm. They have Blinding Cloud. They have Parasitic Bomb. If he even wants to yank that one
Prism.
Immortal, he can. Or the Prism.
Yep. Oh, Banelings! Something
Let's
we
see if
didn't
he
think
storms
about.
this.
We didn't think about the Banelings that wrecks the Protoss army. However,
yeah, it wrecks the Protoss army. Let's see what happens. So they're in the chase now. They're running back.
ooh.
He's gonna lose his War Prism.
Wow, what a move! The
Oh.
Banelings were something we didn't expect. Actually, that was.
Yeah, I think he didn't. He should have stormed the Banelings as they were rolling in.
Yep, the Archaic
But he
drops
missed.
to 40 supply from that. Oh my goodness. And Spaghettio harassing with the Mutas on the left side, but he better watch out. There's the oh, did he get it? I don't think he got it. I was looking for
No,
that
he didn't.
parasitic bomb. There it
There it
is.
is. There's the first Parasitic Bomb.
And he quickly splits. Actually, that's a pretty impressive split. That's almost dark
Yeah,
light.
but now he's losing this. But they are
They're gonna
losing
go
in the
down.
front though.
Oh yeah, there's a big
The
attack
front-
at the front.
All right, so let's see if he does a Blinding Cloud on this. Yeah, he does one, but it's inconsequential all the way in the back. But here comes the Mutas. Let's see if the Mutas with the Blinding Cloud do a lot of work here. It's picking off the.
He does kill that
So this-
base. Ooh, Phoenixes come in, but there
But there are Corruptors here.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
not.
so this is good. Yeah, but you know what? I think Kodayo is sticking together, which is good. All right, so I don't know what's going on here. Their colors are so close together, the blue and the purple.
I think.
So sometimes
Yeah, I think Cyan's army is just really nice here.
yeah,
Big
he's got
army.
the charge slots.
Supply-wise, I mean, you can just look at the supply here. That's just the Archaic's really suffering here with down to 30 supply. 26 now. It was really the Banelings that changed that game.
It was the Demons. There are more links coming in, and I think it's just going to be a numbers game here. And they're going to take their first loss in this matchup. One Archon is not going to be enough with that many links. Regret is countering though, but I don't know, he's not going to do much work there. Alright, the Banelings win that game for them. And we're going to be going to game number 2. 3, game number 3.
Yep, that's a GG for the Purifiers.
Team Purifiers.
That was actually quite a turnaround. I thought they were dead, right? Everything was looking good for Team Kodayo. But then guess what shows up to the party? I don't care about what you got for upgrades. Banelings will just roll it over, right?
Yeah, Banelings don't care about upgrades. They just roll in. Now, if the Archaic, which he had 4 Templars here with high energy, if he stormed it while they were rolling, I think he would have been fine.
I mean, it's also
Um,
pretty lucky that the Zerglings weren't up front because those are useless at that point. In fact, the Protoss army absorbed quite a bit of the Banelings, right? Because Stalkers can take Banelings, but there were just so many Banelings. So we're gonna go to the final game, game 3.
Yep, final game. And game. That was actually a very entertaining game too there.
Indeed.
Alright, looks like all the players are in the lobby. Make sure the teams are correct.
They're ready. This is
Okay,
the
we're good
final
to go.
game,
Let's
guys.
do this.
So tomorrow, the schedule for tomorrow, we have to sort that out because we're not gonna finish this tonight. Tomorrow is Sunday and it's football Sunday. But the match I care about is not till nighttime, so we better do it in the afternoon. Anyway, guys,
FSL special.
this is FSL.
2-on-2.
The bottom right, the Protoss player, nice macro in that last game, it's Cyan. And his teammate, random, spawns a Zerg. The man who likes
Spaghettio.
And their, of course, their team name.
Team Purifiers.
We're tied
And on the
1-1.
top left corner, tied 1-1. On the top left corner, we have our orange Zerg. He is.
Regret.
And his teammate, purple Protoss, is.
The Archaic.
Their team name?
Team Codeo.
Okay, what do we got here? A little bit of harassment with the
No, there is a proxy hatch on the 8:30 mark, and it's gonna get scouted by the by the Overlord.
What?
If you look at the bottom of right there,
Oh wow.
and it gets scouted.
Yeah.
So,
He sees it. Or did he see it?
and as soon as he did, because he saw there's a ping by orange to let purple. Yeah, he pinged it so that purple will know there's a proxy there.
So usually you
So
do a
let's see.
proxy if you're trying to do a Roach Ravager thing, and he is making a Roach Warren, so there you go.
Yeah, but now it's not going to be by surprise, right? So
That's a big deal.
yeah, that's a big deal. So they're probably going to cut corners. The Archaic will probably not put down his early Nexus after Cyber. So they're just probably going to proto out units. There is a Zealot that's already making its way down.
Yeah, the Zealot's gonna
Alright.
start chipping. Oh, actually, the hatchery's done already. How fast is that? That's
Yeah.
so that must have been a hatch first proxy, right? Because that was so fast.
Yeah. I think he sent that drone early, right when we were introducing.
Okay, here comes some roaches. And,
Yeah, here comes some roaches. But let's see what the other team does. So there's making lings. There's gateway. Oh, he needs to put more gateways there.
His warp gate was so late, Cyan. that
Yeah.
that was so late. That was a big mistake, I think.
There's a surround by the lings. Takes out one. Yeah. One roach. There's a second roach. There's another surround. Oh, wait. He did left. But he surrounds this next one. I think he's gonna take that roach out. The queen is gonna be gone. This hatch is gonna be forfeit. And they're going to plan B. In the meantime, Regret is just holding down the Z key here. And as soon as that ling speed finishes, they're just gonna make a beeline on the other side. Yeah, that was a big investment there. I don't even know if that was necessary that they need to do that kind of a cheese. I think they played them straight up and they won. So I think they could have done the same.
Well, here's the thing. Went behind.
Dark Shrine, but is that gonna finish up? Let's see.
I think
The links are coming in. They're gonna need to have defenses here first because I don't think they have enough. That's a lot of links.
Yeah,
and there
look,
are more links coming.
SpaghettiO's making drones.
And there are more links coming. He's still morphing links.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be it, boys and girls. Oh my gosh, nothing to stop this.
Yeah, the Dark Shrine is still coming in, but now Regret sees it. Let's see. He shouldn't chase all. He probably should just take out that Dark Shrine as well, their last hope. But, he opts to get the probes first. Alright, so there's the Dark Shrine. Now he can morph in some DTs here. But damage is going to be already be done, right? There's no more probes. Cleared out. He's going to take out all the drones here as well.
The DTs the DTs will sort of clean this up, but they lost their workers, man.
Yeah, but there's more links coming in. There's already a GG from SpaghettiO. And there's more links coming. And well, you know what? They still don't have detection.
If he sends it across the map, but I don't think that matters. By that time he gets in the map, he might even lose the whole base.
Yeah. And that's it. That's GG. I'm anti-climactic end to the night, but it's a good win nonetheless for our Korea team. And let's see. Let's update the bracket so we can talk about the game for tomorrow.
Alright. Brackets update, and then we'll talk about tomorrow's games. Figure that out.
Shrine.
I like how Matheson's telling us about the schedule tomorrow.
Alright, so brackets are updated. So the first game we should probably do is Old and Gold. So we can move this up. Or we can do I'm Thinking and Dark Fusion, so we can finish that out. But ideally, we need to get the Old and Gold to be done.
I think I think they'll be out. So what that would mean is let's get the Miguela and Tristan games out of the way.
Okay. So we can do that first. Now it's just a matter of
Sorry, Matheson's distracting me. Yeah. Sure. No, we're not gonna play the rest of the night, guys. I think we're done. Right? I mean, I don't think we have another match.
Well, unless if we mark Old and Gold as
Cyril Purifiers can play.
All right. Do you think we can do that? Let me ask first.
Ask the guys if they can play. They can play. And by the way, Matheson, losers bracket is not toxic. Calling them a loser is not a loser in the same way as you might think. It's just losers and winners bracket.
Yeah, they can.
Huh?
They can.
They can? Okay.
They can.
There you go. Okay, guys, we're gonna have a match. We're gonna have Purifiers versus Cyril Simps. This is an elimination match.
Can I get ice? Honestly, like ice, right?
All right. Let me see See if we can play the game. I'll be right back.
Alright, guys. Elimination match. We'll be right back. Give us a couple of minutes to sort that out. Oh my gosh, the Matheson chat cracks me up, boys and girls. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and we were Christmas special, but because it got postponed a few times, you know, it's not even New Year's special, it's just regular special at this point, right?
Alright, let's see if we can play this next game.
So, this is actually the last match.
Yeah, it's really the last match because we can't progress until I'm Thinking and Dark Fusion plays their game.
Yeah. So, creating here in Asia server worked out decently. I haven't heard anyone really complain about lag either, so... You know, it's not enough for them to complain.
Right. Okay, looks like the players are ready.
Final match, boys and girls.
Definitely final match.
Who do you got here?
Huh. So, let me think about this as we do our intros here.
Alright guys, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
the bottom left, the Protoss player. He is Cyan. And his partner, who is random, I think, right? He spawns as Terran.
Spaghettio.
And they're with they call themselves
Team Purifiers.
And on the bottom left, their opponent, we have our yellow Terran. He is
Fluffy.
And his teammate, the purple Protoss, he's not just cool, but he is
very cool.
And their team name is called
Team Cero Simps.
Cyan likes to do this really fast probe scout, which is actually you know, not bad as long as he doesn't lose his probe.
As long as you don't lose your build order back home, it's pretty cool. Now, doing all of that, he does get his gas stolen though. So that might be annoying.
Yeah, this is especially annoying for Protoss.
Yeah, because now you're gonna have to get your. Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna get his Nexus right away. You're gonna have to get your Nexus as soon as possible. Because there's really no other build orders from there, right? You can't just make a bunch of slow zealots.
So here's what I do when I get my gas stolen. I have a zealot making, and then and then right behind that, then I start chronoing something else after that. So that's the only thing. I make a zealot and I just kind of use it to scout, harass, force something out. It also kills that gas thing faster. So
Yeah.
not ideal, but I was like, all right, fine, I'll make a zealot. No biggie. I just want that gas as soon as I can.
So there's a bunch of gateways being made. So you asked me my prediction. Oh, there's a Reaper harass though. So let's see what's going on with that Reaper harass. Let's get shoot away by. Is he gonna get one? No, there's two Reapers
two.
now.
Oh,
So it's gonna get.
I don't think they're ready for this.
Yeah, but there is a stalker up there.
Oh, okay,
There's
nice.
stalker. Is he gonna get that one Reaper?
He's not microing. There's three now.
No, there's two. There, so he gets one. Got one stalker, shoots them all away, even kills one Reaper, but he's almost dead. So,
there's more.
Yeah, the Reapers are healing, but the stalker shield is regenerating as well.
Keeping them busy.
Yeah, but there's a tank there now. Reapers are not very effective against tanks.
Miss micro there.
It's a miss micro. Is he gonna get? Yeah, he gets one SCV.
He's not dropping his grenades until just now.
A one grenade.
He might be overdoing this.
Yeah, he is. He's losing too many Reapers, and at the return of not much. It's like a couple of drones here and there.
Yeah, he's just delaying this.
SCV.
He's just delaying that.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, right? He's the one who's behind in supply. And the Reapers are not that expensive, but they do cost gas. So that means you're delaying a lot of your gas structures. So, but was it worth it?
It's not because he just, actually it's worth it if he can keep his Reapers, but he lost 3 or 4 of them by
so he lost 4 Reapers, and he's only killed 2 Terran units and 2 now, 2 Protoss units.
See, he's like, it takes too long to kind of react to that. He lost. Yeah, that's a mistake with this Reaper thing, right? If you're gonna do this Reaper, you better micro it and cannot lose them willy-nilly, and he did.
Yeah, with the commitment and investment to those Reapers, it.
Oh, you know what?
You have to
now that I
babysit
think
it.
about it, it's laggy here. The lag is maybe going Reapers is not a good idea because you can't control it
that's
fast
true.
enough.
Let's see our
My ping is 200, right? So
yeah, mine is 220.
yeah, and that makes a difference, a big difference in terms of you actually can't do Ling Bane when the ping is 200 plus, right? And with Reapers, you can't do the grenade and avoid certain things. So this is just a tactical mistake.
Yeah. So he has his shield just finished. Stem is about to be done, and he's committed to barracks composition here. But I keep getting interrupted. Oh, they're moving out now. There's a big force moving across the map. But when you ask me who I think would win, it really depends whether they know how to deal with the Serral Simp ideal composition.
Oh yeah.
Or if they prevent them from getting there. So let's see if this army here that's moving out
They have
will
to do
prevent
damage.
that.
They have
Yeah,
to
they
do
have
damage.
to do damage. Now again, they're out of position, and they don't have early warning signs
They
whether
have
this is
tanks
coming or not.
though.
Oh yeah, they do have tanks on high ground, but you don't want to lose these units right away.
Ooh, he does take care of a Void Ray pretty fast, and if he can.
Yeah.
Oh, and
but
he
the
unsieges.
at the wrong time.
Actually, they can
think
kill
that
this.
now. So as he's sieging, he needs a tank for it. Well, the tanks are. Okay, so there's more stalkers coming. Yeah, these
Nice
Marines
micro
are-
here.
Yeah, that shield battery is doing a lot of work with the one tank up, on the high ground. And I think this is gonna hold. The
I think if
stalkers
they
are
kill
all
this CC
pretty
though,
low.
if they kill this command center, it's worth it. There you go. And then they just gotta
It is
run.
worth it, but he already has a second command center in the gold location. So
Oh, that's true. Oh, he's gonna get this other one too.
Yeah, so this one is worth it.
Alright, I think it's time to go home. Or not. Yeah, it's so overstimmed. Marines cracked me up.
And there's no healing here. All right, so they tried to rush that, and you know they did a lot of work. Now, was it enough?
I think
They're
so.
gonna need a
It's
transition
better
here.
than they didn't, right? If they didn't do that, you know, they get into that flow, the Cyril Sims flow, right? The macro monster. So they killed two bases. This gold is there, but it's not even mining yet because he's supply blocked. So
Yeah.
there's so many problems that they caused here. Look how supply blocked Mr. Fluffy
And-
is. He doesn't even know he's supply
Well, his
blocked,
first
right?
one, supply
Finally.
depot got finished,
Finally.
and the command center is about to be done. But yeah, this really did a good damage. Now they're still posturing up there. A lot of scans. I wish GameHeart provides us who scanned where, but unfortunately, I don't see that. So here's an engagement here. Really cool backs off. They need tanks down here, but there are no tanks to be had. Shield batteries are almost done. He's expanding there though.
This is funny because it's like medevac-less push here.
One
well,
medevac.
just one. Too
But
much
it's
work for one medevac.
It's almost out of energy.
There's a second. Alright. That's a little bit better.
3 Thors at a time. But, you know,
Watch out,
Fluffy
there's
needs to
stim
stop
on there.
using it.
There's stim on that.
yeah, but they're bottlenecked. They're not. They need to start her in.
I think they just have too many forces though. And then when the tank sieges,
Well, I don't know. That one, that shield battery overcharge is doing a lot of work here. Look, they're almost the same one. More Thors are coming. Tanks are done.
man, he was kind of clogged up in there. Cyan was like
Yeah,
blocking
they
the
were
rest.
clogged, and the shield battery really helped. Now, they still have more.
That
so
tank
let's
is
see.
still alive, and there's a second one. That's gonna make the difference. The tanks actually.
Let's see here. The Thors are being repaired. They're really not dying anymore. And this is really too close to call. Let's see. More Thors are coming.
He's
gonna
focusing
target
on the
tank.
tanks. You see that? That's
Good. One more tank. Oh, but there's another tank up north.
just enough
Just enough.
to get over it, and
He's gonna need to evacuate that though. You just need to leave. Get out of there.
so
Take
you
your
know what?
loss.
Yeah, I think everyone knows when you're playing the Cyril Sims, you just gotta attack them. Don't let them
Yeah.
be. That's a adjustment that the Cyril Sims need to make on the next game. Because now there's a snowball effect here, and it's not
Yeah,
the one they
they're-
like.
All right, so he's gonna try to make a planetary fortress here.
Not gonna work. Too late.
No, I mean an offensive planetary fortress.
Is he? That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea because you can go behind it and you can't kill it. And it's not an offensive planetary fortress, offensive GG type of thing because that thing costs a lot of money, and it actually is tactically an okay thing to do when you're ahead, right? Because you can be offensive on it. But he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, the tanks are doing a lot of work there. The 2 tanks are almost dead. And he keeps switching his target mode, which is really unnecessary in these
Yeah,
games.
that's a pretty big mistake. He
Yeah,
loses-
there's a lot of zealots now. And I think they're just going to get outmassed. And this is going to go, first game is going to go to our purifiers. Cyril Sims got purified in this game.
Indeed.
Yeah, GG.
Purifier.
Okay. Cyril Sims 1 One loss away. Can they
Yep.
do it?
See if they can tie this up, or it'll be eliminated.
Okay.
Just waiting for a map pick from Cyril Sims.
You know what we can do for these 2v2s?
Yep.
There are no map picks. We just have an order.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I mean, it doesn't matter too much. And then yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Let's just have it's game 1, 2, or 3 or something.
Because I know when we play 2v2, I specifically catered our strat for the map that is picked or that was selected by the other team or us.
So maybe we do a random thing where, hey, you just don't know. We're gonna play one of these 3 maps in different order.
Yeah, we can definitely do something like that. We have to make sure we announce it ahead of time. But map's been picked.
All right, let's go. I don't even know what the maps are.
Because you have really depends on whether how your expansion pattern is.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you have a pocket expansion backup, to go back to, or you have an offensive setup because it's hard to get your third, etc. Or you're together or you're not together. So those drive a lot of the strategies. But a lot of the players, they don't factor that in, which you're right, they don't think about it. But for those that do, it's really important.
Yeah, I think he's going random again. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just making sure Cyril Sims good to go. Well, if they are alt tab, it's gonna bring them back to the game. So let's start it.
Yeah, just see if they're moving, if they're actually doing something when the game starts. Then you can always just pause. No big deal. Alright guys, final match. Could be the final game tonight for
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Alright, bottom right corner, the Protoss player, it's Cyan. His partner right next to him in this map, he's random, he spawns as Terran.
Spaghettio.
They are Team
Purifiers.
Lots of pinging going on here.
Alright, on the top left corner, we have our purple Protoss. He is
very cool.
And his teammate, he is
fluffy.
And their team name is called
Team Cyril Sims.
Down to their last life here. And so I think moving forward in future 2v2 tournaments, I'd like to see Cyril Sims come up with more than one strategy, right? Some sort of counter to what the other, the opponent's been doing to them, which, fast rush, some sort of way to address that. But let's see what they do in this game. It's a double gas, quick double gas for Red Turn here. remember the last game, he lost a lot of Reapers, right? He was not cost effective with the Reaper. Oh, there's another gas steal. Oh, there's just a gas steal by double gas steal by Cyan for both players.
Hey, that's not a bad idea against this company.
Yeah, although that's a pretty, that's a big investment, right?
It
It's
is.
100 from you. That means you put down your cyber, which is late, but then you're gonna.
It is.
Everything
It's one
else-
guy is a little behind on minerals. Maybe Spaghettio gives him money later. I don't know. I mean, he will delay his. Well, he doesn't delay his expansion. He expands too. I think it might be okay for guys that are not spending as fast as you expect.
Yeah. So Spaghettio's not going Reaper in this game. Just a quick factory. He seals the front.
Yeah, they
So
still
nothing
won. You know what? They won even though the Reaper cheese didn't really do much. So
Yeah, they caught them at the right time. Um, so supply-wise, really cool, very cool. It's actually ahead, way ahead. And this is his MO, right? He's really good with making sure he's not supply blocked. He's really good with taking his expansions at the right time. Right? It's just a matter of unit control and unit positioning for it.
4 gate, 2 starport Banshee is coming right up for Cyan. Cyan 2 starport Banshee and 4 gate for Cyan. For Spaghettio, sorry. Spaghettio has 2 starport.
Even a cloak Banshee, so
Yeah, cloak, and then if he has money, he's gonna get speed too.
yeah, let's see if they'll have detection. Very cool hasn't been making robos tonight,
Yeah.
but making a sentry, so he's gonna most likely send that out to scout. But yeah, you're right. There is the hyper flight rotors speed upgrade for the Banshees.
Yeah, I did this build one time for fun, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. You just really, it wins you the game right away if you're not paying attention, just because you do so much damage, and you can't catch, even with Mutas, you can't catch these Banshees. It's stupid fast.
Yeah. So, he's gonna need to have a robo, but they do have scan as long as Fluffy saves up the scan. But yeah, you're right. They're fast. They can dart in and out, wreck a mineral line, and then get out.
He's actually gonna wait for a 3rd Banshee, maybe even more. But I think he should go right after 3 because that's one shot.
I think he's waiting for his upgrade, but you can already start making your way down, and by the time you get there, upgrades will sync up to your attack. But there's the scan. The scan is in the wrong position. Alright, let's see. The Banshees are now moving. Alright, so now that cloak is done, he's moving. Where's that scan? Scan's in the front, so still doesn't see the Banshees. Still no robo for very cool. He's taking his 3rd, but these Banshees, yes, you can scan them, but that takes coordination between 2 teammates, and judging from the reaction of the other, I'm not sure if they can coordinate this as well.
And they're wasting all this scan.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not good.
It's not
all
good.
the
This
scan is going to something else they don't need, and it's just going to be
there's
continuous.
the cloak. Let's see how many probes he's gonna get.
One little overkill because he has 3 of them, but
Alright, so let's see if they scan together here. I mean, attack and scan at the same time. Alright, where's the scan? Is the scan? There's the scan, but the
it's
Banshees
so
just
fast.
They don't even get one. There's no turret here. There are 2 oracles being produced, but a little too
Oh,
late.
very expensive kills here. But the Thor is gonna get one probably.
Not one.
There's
Yep,
one.
gets one. Oracles are out, but more Banshees are harassing in the main base. They don't have detection. Let's see if the Oracles.
Yeah, see,
actually
after
tag
all
each other.
that, there's still 2 Banshees.
Yeah, they don't have an answer. There's the Robo. It's still being made.
And there's
Where's
another.
Oracle is there, but is he
But
gonna tag it?
there's 2 sets of Banshees, which is funny. Right? 3 and 2, not 2 and 2.
Yeah, but damage has been done. Now let's see if they recover. A Robo is done. He's still producing Banshees.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the score, guys, but it won't update on the map for some reason. So it's 1-0 for Cyan and Spaghettio. But it's not updating on this map for some reason. So just FYI, it's 1-0.
Alright, so these doors are waddling. Oh, okay, so they're gonna see if they can get anything done here.
Ooh, ill-advised fight here. There's too much army here by yourself.
Again, it's a bad position in here, bad unit control. The Thors are not going to help, but actually gonna tuck tail and run as well.
Oh, you know, if they could just kind of team up together, they really need to do that. Because now...
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my gosh, look how many Banshees there are.
Needs a scan though. They're not scanning.
There's a scan, but after you clear out the Banshees, the army at the bottom is just too much.
Yeah, I think this is it. I mean, there's a big army just gonna walk across. Unless they have a lot of tanks here, this might eliminate several Simps here.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice strategy with the Banshees.
So this is the case, right, where you only have one strat, and you don't mix it up. So your opponent can specifically cater to what you're doing, and just stop you, right? They look at your build order, like, oh, you're not making robo units. That means you're susceptible to any type of cloaked units.
Yep.
All right, so let's see this overcharge. If he doesn't overcharge on this, yes, he does. But I don't think that's enough. That's too many units here.
Yeah, I would have actually picked the Cyril Sims to win this match.
Yeah, but you know,
it was really fast that this team like showed them how to beat this guy. Did you see that? Did the light just go brighter on this map?
Yeah.
What was that?
It's a daytime type of thing? I don't know.
What?
Alright, so more stalkers. Yeah, I don't think there's enough here. There's one tank doing a lot of work. That's not enough. There's another Thor coming in, but one Thor, is it going to be enough to take care of all of these stalkers? He's going to repair the Thor, but can he repair it in time?
You don't need to fight there.
It might. Can they survive this? Oh no, there's not enough. Ooh.
Supply-wise, they're not that far behind. But
you know what? They're gonna survive this. There's a stream of red units though working across the map. So if they are fighting here efficiently, they might be able to do this.
Yeah, this repair is really crucial.
Yeah,
and look at this. This concave is really good. Can they do this, guys?
Yeah, look.
Oh my gosh.
And they're gonna get this. There's no more reinforcements from Cyan, and it's just gonna be.
Yeah, they're pulling it off.
And they're still alive.
It's like a Rocky, man.
Now, you see the stream of red all of a sudden go the other direction.
He's like, let's go back. Just like that.
Supply-wise, they're not bad. They're not, ahead, but
well, here's what you need to do. You need to
take.
You definitely need to support this Thor army. This is your key to victory, guys. He's pulling workers. Oh, they're pulling workers. Okay. Look at that. They're like, alright guys, this is our chance. But they cannot be there They gotta flow in there properly together.
Yeah, but problem here is the big. That's a big force of Marines here. Do they have stim? Yes, and they have stim, and I think one big stim here will take care of this.
That is
There it is. There's a big stim, starter step.
Oh, and he has medivacs.
And yes, medivacs, and you know you
They
can't
needed AOE.
You can't out repair. You need AOE at this point, and I think this will do it.
They almost did it.
Almost did it. There are no probes. Well, he's making more, but they're all going back, and there's the GG. And so, you know, for future reference for Zero Sims, they need to come up with just strategies so they can cycle and make them not predictable. And so with that, we have Purifiers moving on, waiting for round 3.
All right, so let's talk about real quick the bracket. Just real quick, the bracket. It looks like tomorrow. Now the football games tomorrow are 1 and 4. Anything particularly interesting tomorrow? we should figure it out. But as you know, the nighttime, I'm out right after 7 p.m. just because I need to watch the Redskins game or the Washington football team game.
Okay, so we played 4 matches tonight, and I think we still have 7 matches to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, yeah, 7 matches to go.
All right. So what we'll do tomorrow is, if any of the player, like, we have to just kind of get the maps, the map picks, get that ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
Maybe make it even so that, hey, what is your map pick, and use that the rest of the matches for them, for that team, right? Because if you think about it, it's not like they're picking maps based on who they're playing. They're just picking maps. They're like, oh, I hate this map. I don't like this map. That kind of thing, right? So that'll save us time, right? So we can get that one going tomorrow for sure. We just kind of line them up, get them ready.
Yeah. So we started at what time tonight? 8 with all these delays.
We started late actually at 8. So probably we didn't get our game started till like 8:30 or so. So
yep. And with the delays, we got through 4 matches, 1, 2, 3, 4, in about 2 hours and change, right?
Yep. So tomorrow, I'm sure we can get that a lot more done faster too. So
yeah, but we have 7 games to go.
Yeah,
so,
what we may do is maybe even postpone the finals. Let's just get as much game as we can get going tomorrow.
Okay. So start time tomorrow is what's the call time?
Let's do early afternoon tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
There's no particular games I care about except for one, so it's up to you. I don't think you care.
I'm thinking in Dark Fusion, which starts at 4 p.m. You're saying?
Let's do earlier than 4. Let's do like 3. You want to do that unless there's a game. Panthers play at 4. We can start earlier at 1. Is there any football games that we care about tomorrow?
Well, so that's based on if we, what we want. Now the players.
Oh yeah, we have to check. All right, guys, this is what we'll do. We'll post on the Facebook. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So everybody check on Facebook or Discord, and we'll go from there.
Cool. Not this one cracks me up. All right, that sounds good. All right, guys, just check Discord, check Facebook, and we'll let you know when the next when we'll meet up tomorrow to hopefully conclude this tournament. So until then, guys, we'll see you later. Peace out.
GG's.